what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, Raphael, and welcome back to the table, everyone.
Hey. Oh boy, I forgot, I need to start getting mad at people. Get angry!
So, unfortunately, a couple of things to note. Fortunately, we are starting a little bit earlier today. Unfortunately, we're going to be short one Melchiah, so no Katara for tonight. He's dealing with finals and whatnot for college, so yeah. So unfortunately, he won't be able to join us here tonight, but we do have these three in the party. So guess we'll be picking up with you guys, and I'll just be sort of filling in for Katara. How does Katara go again? We'll figure it out. You guys should really do those, have those arrangements like they have on Critical Role, where they have give other people their character sheets, and if they're ever missing, they could Jaeger pilot them.
No. Yeah.
Don't you have all of ours?
I have all of yours, but they would give it to another player, and then they would say, "Play me for this episode."
Oh, I got it.
I'm not gonna be there. Also, where'd Lisa go?
Could do that with the post on Discord.
My thing crashed.
Oh no,
Really weird.
That's not good. All right,
Oh.
so
It's okay, you got some time.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. Starting before 7 for one. So, with that being said, should we get right into things?
Cause she's, not even here right now.
All right then, I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
So, previously on Resident Roleplay, after escaping Umbrella's underground laboratory, your party of survivors returned to the surface of Raccoon City, where a large-scale viral outbreak is still in progress. On your way out, one of the survivors that you rescued inside was suddenly killed by an organic projectile from a large monster that nobody got a good look at before it disappeared into the night. Parting ways with the other survivors you encountered, Chauncey answered a call from the RPD asking all units to return to the station. Following an uneasy rest in the station's garage, you made your way to the operations room, which the surviving police force seemed to be using as some sort of foxhole. And there you quickly realized that the remaining RPD was quite divided, with some seeking to escape the city and others still hoping to retake it. However, both sides seemed to agree that they needed to seize the firearms, which the now crazed Chief Irons had scattered throughout the precinct. Eager to acquire new weapons of your own, you accepted the task and went about the station searching for Officer Roy, who held the card to the armory. However, Arkia stayed behind in the operations room and handed Emil a letter that she'd written, along with her butterfly pendant. Without much searching, you later found and rescued Officer Roy from a horde of zombies, before escorting him down into the basement. There, a wound in his shoulder split open, killing him and releasing a small creature that quickly scurried away into the vents. You then secured some new gear from the armory, at which point Emil opened and read Arkia's letter. Flustered by its contents, he bolted out of the room, screaming for Arkia, but was cut off by the now matured creature that had exited Roy's wound previously. So, after battling the monster and defeating it, you made your way back to the operations room, only to find Arkia missing. She left behind her tape recorder with a message proclaiming her desire to search for her adopted family on her own. After delivering some of the recovered resources to the police, you left the operations room with Chauncey rebuking his former comrades. And that is where we're going to pick off. So let me real quick get some sound going here.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, of course, Lauren, I mentioned to you after the last stream that I will be allowing you to carry Arkia's personal items as personal items of your own.
Yes, let me see if I have this all here. Okay, so that's just the
basically the tape recorder and the
tape
pendant.
recorder and such. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I have 2 pendants now.
Oh, well, fancy that. Alrighty. Gotta make sure my microphone stand doesn't fall apart here. Okay, I think we're good. So,
can I just say this beforehand? I will be wearing this pendant, so that is like I am wearing that one.
Her butterfly pendant?
Yes. So I am now actually wearing both pendants.
Got it. So you kind of have both pendants draped around your neck now.
Yeah.
So
you can't see it because I have tough armor.
That's true.
But it's in there somewhere.
It's underneath, you know.
Yeah.
That's what matters on the inside.
Speaking of that lovely armor.
Well, we'll get there. So, you now find yourselves in the outer hallway of the police station's western wing. Rays of early morning sunshine filter through the glass windows along the otherwise dull concrete walls. Chauncey and Katara are the last to leave, while Officer David Ford was sympathetic and allowed you to go quietly. Chauncey, you hear Marvin Branagh kind of yelling behind you as you exit. Clancy, where are you going?
I gotta go catch up with Emil. He's going after the girl.
Uh-huh. I think I see how it is.
Can't really remember where his standings were. Was he the one that wanted to take back the city?
Yeah. He was kind of militant about the whole thing, whereas like Ford was a little bit more focused on survival.
What do you mean? You see how it is? So I told you where I stand on this. I think we need to leave the city.
Yeah, so you're just leaving your people to rot, just like you did with Detective Foster.
Can I go up and hit him? You don't say that. You don't say that about
Are you
Foster.
You're walking back in?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Roll for attack. Just adding your strength modifier.
Okay. Do I get to? No, I guess I can't. I don't get any extra bonuses. There we go. Oh no. That wasn't good. Can I re-roll for like a left and a right?
So you walk up, you take a swing with your forward leading hand at Marvin Branagh after hearing these remarks, and he just ducks out of the way. He's like, whoa, what are you doing, Clancy?
Can I shove him like without damage?
Yeah, I would say you could just like shove roughhouse.
Yeah, never say I betrayed my friends. And, like slam him up against the whatever solid object is nearby, just so everybody can see too. So I'm assuming he's like in the doorway, like maybe shove him up against the door.
He was kind of back on the other side of the room, back at the planning table. So he you had to go kind of deeper into the room to get to him.
I haven't even left the room yet.
Well, you were on your way out, but you heard him yelling out behind you after you left the door. But at this point, you're causing a scene and everybody's kind of looking in your direction around the room and seeing this. You hear a bunch of murmurs from all the other police officers that are standing around, and this after this escalation seems to have happened. And Branagh's just kind of up against the wall at this point after you shoves him, just with his hands bared, and he's just says, "Hey."
I kind of want to be like yelling at him a little bit, but I don't want to yell like right now. But like I'm yelling at him. Like spit coming out my mouth in his face.
Yeah, you're getting up close and personal.
Telling him, the way I stand with my friends and stuff, and how I'm the reason why we've made it this far, and that I think his bad decision making of staying in this city is a mistake, and anybody who follows somebody's blind fulfillment of being the hero of this city is in the wrong. And then I'm just gonna walk away.
All right.
Out the room.
As this is going, of course. He just kind of steps out. I was like, "Hey, if you want to hit the streets, fine. I ain't stopping you. You do it best anyhow. All I ask is that if you see any of our people out there, you route them back here to the station, especially our former STARS personnel. And also, you tried to stop her, but your old friend Officer Gold went off to investigate the university with her partner."
I kind of just like give him like a side eye and be like, good to know. And then I shut the door. Walk out, like, said my piece, heard what you had to say, I'm out.
And okay, and you're out in the hall with Katara, and Emil seems to have gone up on ahead of you. As you kind of exit, you see him kind of round the next corner down the hall.
So yeah, I was gonna say, like, at some point where there's just enough room kind of away from them, I would just start pacing back and forth, so they'll catch up to me pretty quickly.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I would assume I'm grabbing Katara and be like, we need to catch up, and kind of like guide her by hand up to wherever Emil's at.
All right. So yeah, you eventually catch up with Emil easy enough. He's just kind of up ahead and around the corner, and you, as you round it, you see him just kind of pacing back and forth impatiently.
Just flustered.
Completely flustered.
Grab him by the shoulders, kind of stop him in his place, and what's going on, man? What are you doing? What?
I grab him by the shoulders.
I'm just stopping you to get your head straight.
Yeah, so now,
like,
I just turn to him, like, once he stops me, I turn to him and grab him by the shoulders. I'm like, Chauncey.
Yes. Here.
You went off before.
Yeah.
I trust you, you're not gonna go off now.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm here with you.
Can't have anybody else leave like that. We have to stay together.
But we don't even have the slightest clue where she went to. You knew I wasn't leaving the facility. I don't know. That girl's been drawing in her notebook everywhere we go. She probably knows this town better than I do, and I've been here for longer than anybody.
Well, we're not gonna catch up with her now, so our best option is to try to predict where she's going to go.
And at this point, before you get that next line out, you just hear like this blood-curdling scream of what sounds like a little girl coming from outside the station's walls.
Oh, there she is. All right, let's go.
Shit.
Where is that? Which direction is that coming from?
It sounds like it was coming from outside the front, which you're very nearby to. At this point, you're in the halls, just kind of leading back to that area.
That is not in the direction of the garage, right?
I mean, you can access the garage from if you go around the outside of the building far enough, but it's generally not in that direction. If you keep heading down this hall, you would be able to get back to the front entrance, and then beyond that, you would have to go all the way around and then to the basement.
Is there windows nearby that we could peer out the windows to see if it's her?
Yeah, there are some windows, but you notice as you peer out that the police station is kind of enclosed with kind of an outer wall. So you can't actually see too much outside. At least not in the actual streets. At this point, you hear a
Emil starts heading off in that direction.
All right. So you start heading which way? Or just down the hall, I guess.
Whichever direction the screams are coming from. I've got my rifle.
So you start heading out. You get your rifle is drawn. Do you have? So are you heading for like the front entrance then, trying to head out?
Yes.
Wait. You got that rifle, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather have a shotgun at the moment?
Probably.
Let's trade shotgun and rifle. You go out the front, take Tara with you maybe, and I'll go to the garage and get the Hummer and meet you around front.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. So I give him the Dragonov with the extra ammo that I have.
So you guys are kind of doing a little bit of a tradesies here.
Yeah,
quick tradesies.
Yeah. So this.
So let me get you guys your stats.
Yeah.
So you're giving Emil the Manelli.
This is gonna take as much longer in this than
real
it's gonna be
life.
like real life.
All right.
I should have specified that. Like, if I would have known, I would have specified earlier. You could have done it while we were.
Okay. You guys should have the stats for each other's weapons now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So.
But while he's before he leaves, I tell him to check the body. What was the guy's name? Roy?
Roy.
Check Roy's body. See if he has the keys to the armored car.
Okay. So with that, do you guys go your separate ways?
Yes.
All right. So Chauncey, you take off running towards in the direction of the basement, and Emil, you with Katara heading out the front?
Yeah, so I imagine she's gonna stay behind me like a good 10 paces.
So Katara's
range, whatever the range of her flame spray is.
yeah. So she's gonna be trailing behind you as you head out the double front doors of the police station. And as you head out, you see you exit out into the kind of inner area. It's almost built like a castle with a wall along the outside, and you see the gates directly in front of you leading out to Ennerdale Street. Or you wouldn't know the streets by name here, but like you see the gates directly in front of you leading out to the main street. And you can't see much from where you are. So are you heading for those gates?
If that's where the scream came from.
Yeah, the scream is actually kind of still in progress, kind of coming out sporadically. I'm moving as fast as I can. Yeah, so you're moving as fast as you can, heading out. You make it to the gate and exit out onto the street. And, so you kind of head out into the middle of the street. You don't see a lot of zombies or anything in the immediate vicinity, so that's good. But make a perception check to see what you do see. Okay, so...
See a pretty good amount.
Looking around, you notice over a bunch of crashed cars to your right. You can see a large, almost dog-like creature down on all fours. It's mostly bald except for a long strip on its back, so it's kind of like a mohawk with dark skin and fur looming at the mouth of an alley. And you can see what looks to be, it's a little distant, but there looks to be a little girl of some kind at the mouth of that alley.
How big is this dog?
Even down on all fours, it looks to be slightly taller than you are. Possibly even like a good foot or two. And it seems to be kind of leaning down, snarling out whatever's in front of it. This beast is massive. So you call out?
Yeah.
So as you
I'm trying to get its attention.
As you make that noise, the head of the beast snaps to one side, and it looks at you with its pointed ears flaring out, and now you can now see vibrant, glowing red eyes. And as it stares, it bares its massive, razor-sharp fangs. All right, and with that, you hear the patter of the feet of what sound like footsteps heading deeper into the alley, and the beast kind of looks back in that direction.
I'm gonna approach it pretty quickly, and how far away is it from me?
It looks to be about like a good 60 feet out, about
60 feet out,
and like over a bunch of like cars. And there's also, you can see a crashed bus intersecting with this stack of cars that's kind of obscuring most of the area. But like the cars aren't like on top of one another, but the bus is pretty tall. So you had to come all the way out to like the middle of the street to see around it and see this thing.
Okay, so like where the street is, there's like this big old pile here, and the dog is on the other side of the pile.
Essentially.
Okay, so we have to like go out.
Yeah. If you could even call it a dog, it is. It looks dog-like, but it is rather huge.
Some large creature. All right, so I'm gonna get within 20 feet of it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. So there are a couple of ways you would be able to do that. Are you going like over the vehicles, or like into the bus and kind of trying to exit out the other side?
How close is the bus to the thing?
The bus is fairly close. I mean, I'd probably put you within 20 feet.
Yeah, I want to stay in the bus.
Okay,
if I can, I will stay in the bus, break out a window, and try to take a shot at it.
Okay, so you rush into the bus and you manage to, it seems to be.
It's clear in here, right? There's nothing. There's like no dead bodies in here that's gonna like. Rise up.
It seems to be inoperable. Okay. You open the doors up and you look inside. Yeah, it seems to be clear in here. But this beast is now looking back down the alley and looking to be starting to head in that direction.
I'm rushing into the bus, break out the window, and I'm gonna take a shot.
All right, you break the window out easily enough with the butt of your rifle. Or with the shotgun rather. Are you taking a shot?
Yeah, I am. How does this thing work?
All right, roll for attack.
Okay. All right.
Also, only have 6 bullets.
Yeah.
Okay, also, so you got 6 rounds in it.
Also, I would have, if you had room, I would have given you the 2 shots or the 2 extra 7.62 that I had. Do you have room for that?
I wouldn't have had it.
Okay, so I have that then still. All right. I'm just gonna make sure I have.
I don't plan on using it anyways. I'm just carrying it.
All right, so as you bring the shotgun out, you crack the window with the stock, and you aim out. But at this range, the pellets seem to scatter across the ground. But you manage to cut it off, and it stammers and kind of backs up a little bit and looks back in your direction. Now, seemingly, its focus redirected. And
Come
then,
here, dumb dog.
and with that, it is going to stand up on its hind legs, and you see it kind of baring its claws. You see almost what looks to be like a bone-like protrusion start extending from one of its wrists, and it kind of holds its arm out and points it in your direction.
Does it look familiar to what killed what's his name? That bone-like protrusion?
Well, you get to see it up close and personal now, because it launches out of its wrist suddenly in your direction and goes through the open window that you just destroyed and impales you in the shoulder. You get
Question.
Yes.
How much cover do I have?
I would say probably half cover.
Half cover? Well, what is that a bonus of?
+2, I do believe. Yeah,
okay.
+2.
All right, yeah.
Still hits?
That still hits me, but
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, it is good to know. Yeah, so this big kind of spiky protrusion shoots outwards and launches in your direction with immense speed. It goes through that open window, strikes you in the shoulder, my bad, and you kind of
get me in the soldier a little bit.
Yeah, it does. You get knocked backwards, taken kind of off of your feet, and then impaled into the opposite wall on the other side of the bus. I'm impaled? First of all, you take 12 points of piercing damage, and you are currently restrained against this wall.
No, I instantly regret this.
And then the thing kind of kneels back down onto all fours and just goes... and then starts kind of prowling closer to you. And at this point, Tara is kind of peeking in the...
trying to pull it out.
The bus. And she's just like, oh, what is that thing?
I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. That was the wrong voice.
Are you okay?
Get this thing out of me.
Is she okay? She's gonna walk up and try to help pry you free. So I would say, given time, you can do it easily enough, but you are gonna suffer some extra damage if you're just like brute forcing your way out of this.
Do you know what she has in her inventory?
I unfortunately do not. We probably should have gotten that beforehand.
Yeah. She's got all my heals.
Does she?
Yeah.
All of your heals?
I mean, because I give her all of the chemicals that I find, because she has a bag for them.
Right.
So if there's any heals to be had, she has them.
I'll dig while you guys play.
Okay. Yeah. So Doc's gonna be looking into that. Either way, what are you doing right now in this moment as this thing is drawing closer to the bus? And as you can see, it's kind of like almost the size of the bus practically as it looms closer. Not lengthwise, but almost height-wise. So as you pry free, you manage to go, and this nasty or fleshy slurping sound as you pull out. Are you pulling the spike out of yourself or pulling yourself off of the spike?
What's the spike out of me?
Okay, yeah, just for illustration purposes, it doesn't make a difference. But so Katara grabs on and tries to kind of help you with that. Eventually, you get it loose, and you hear it dislodge from the metal on the other side of the bus, and you pull it out. You do suffer an additional 7 points of piercing damage as you, and it comes out of your shoulder.
All right, that's no good. I sufficiently have its attention, right?
It is at this point running for the bus, and
I'm running back in the police station.
Okay, so you're heading back out and exiting the bus.
It's like we take it, it's like pull it out, and it's like, all right, get back in the building,
okay.
Back in the building.
You don't have to tell me twice. And she just like darts back out the door, and as you exit the other side of the bus, you hear. And you hear the bus almost rocking back and forth behind you, and then you hear like the shattering of some more glass back there. And are you just keeping on running?
Yeah, I will occasionally stop to turn around and make sure it is following us.
Yeah, you're turning back, you do see the bus kind of rocking back and forth. It seems to have impacted against it at this present point in time. But then you see kind of claws climbing over it, and it kind of stands up on top of the bus, the weight of it kind of creasing down the roof as you run away.
Yeah, come here! And I'm gonna turn around and start running.
Okay, you start running. You make it back. Given enough time, you can make it back to the gates. Or at this point, you're not that far from them. You hear as its heavy footfalls impact the ground behind you. You're double dashing. Are you in danger at this point, or?
No, I'm in caution.
Okay, so yeah, you and Qatar are able to move at the same speed, keeping up pace. You're double dashing back into the gates, and eventually you make it back to the front door of the police station. You hear behind you as you just get in and close the door behind you, and you could see it kind of leaping over the gates and landing into the courtyard area just as you close it.
All right. Okay. Can I tell her to go upstairs and grab and see if she can get as many of those police officers down here as possible? I'm gonna try to keep it busy.
Okay. Just, so you tell her that?
Yeah, like go back upstairs, get them. Go back upstairs. Tell them there's a big freaking thing down here that needs to die.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then she takes off running for the hall. They actually are on the same floor as you, so
oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, so she starts heading in that direction.
Okay. Oh yeah, we were pretty close actually, because we just left, and yeah. Okay. It's so the bridge or the doors here, right? Are there windows to the sides?
There are not windows to the sides. It's just
just
solid stone wall. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stand back like 10 feet from the door, and I'm just gonna have my I'm just gonna have the shotgun ready, and I'm just gonna keep yelling at this dog, just like, all right. And I want to make sure that it, like, if I can hear it start to like move away, I will like kick the door or something. We'll run up and just kick it and move back again.
All right. So are you listening in then to see what you could kind of surmise about the other side?
Yeah, because if I can't see it, I have to like hear.
All right, you make a perception check.
That's good.
It's not bad. So yeah, you listen in carefully, and you hear on the other side just a low.
By the way, did that spike look similar?
Yeah, seeing it up close and personal and sticking out of you, it looked identical.
Okay. All right.
And then you hear a low, and then you don't hear anything else after that.
Oh god, I know what this is. So like I heard like the pause and then nothing else?
Quiet? Yeah, you heard just like a quick tap of pause and then quiet after those snarls.
I'm gonna run up to the door, give it a quick kick.
All right, so you give it a quick kick and you just hear before you realize that they open inwards.
So, oh yeah, no, I'm kicking it to like make noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a purpose. I'm just like and then back up again.
All right, so you do that. You make that clanging against the door, and you don't hear anything else.
I'm gonna open it and see if I can, and just like not stick my head out the thing, but like open it and
just kind of tactically, just like
see if I
open
can,
it, kind of clearing the doorway.
See if I can see if I see it going in any directions.
Okay, so as you open the door, you immediately just get a face full of just like black smoke starts seeping in through the doorway. And as
I'm turning around and running out of that.
Okay, so you back up immediately out of the black smoke, and as you see the open door that you left creak open, you see more of this black smoke billowing in. There looks to be like a thick black fog immediately outside the door that you can't really see much through.
Damn it! I'm gonna hold my breath, run up, kick the door closed, and then run back out of it. I'm just gonna see if I can head back to where Kataro is heading towards the people.
Okay, so you start making your way in that direction, and given time, you are able to. But first, let's check in on Chauncey. What's Chauncey doing?
Well, if we rewind, I've obviously made it down to the basement.
Okay.
And checked Officer Roy's body for armored keys.
Okay, yeah. Make an investigation check real quick.
Yes, I will. Oh, please do me good today. Yeah, that's better.
Not bad. Yeah, so searching his body, you do not seem to find anything that resembles keys for the vehicle in question, but you do manage to find about $50 in his pocket, but that's about
I'll take it.
All right, you take the $50. But yeah, that's about all you find on his person that you didn't know about.
Quickly rushing because I'm assuming there was
Yeah, you're as far as you know, the battle's still going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush to the Hummer and fire it up and leave the garage.
Okay,
and
so you
run front, like I said.
So you rush down into the garage and fire up the Hummer easily enough and get the gates to open up so that you can exit the underground garage and start heading out into the front. As you leave that area and exit out into the early morning sun, you start pulling up to the wreckage that was in front of the police station, and as you do see kind of a dark, shadowy figure just like leap across the rooftops, and out in the front of the police station, kind of seeping out of the gates, you see like this thick black fog.
Like smoke, or
yeah. It essentially looks like
stay?
smoke. Well, if you wait there a few seconds longer to observe, you do notice that it's starting to lessen as time goes on, and given a few moments, it kind of almost dissipates entirely.
Okay. Once it dissipates, I'll lay on the horn.
All right. So at this point, back with Emil, you make it all the way to back to where Katara's at, and you can see her at the doorway, kind of just like almost arguing with one of the policemen, trying to convince them to come along. And you do hear this honk coming out from the direction of the street.
So she's like arguing with them with those people, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna barge in there and be like, listen, you guys may or may not be safe here. You guys need to be, double up your security. There's a big freaking thing out there, and it's close, and I've got this hole in my riot gear. Yeah, you're just kind of bleeding out of. I'm just like, it's huge. You need to be really careful. Stay away from the windows. Find a more inner room. Stay safe, Katara. We need to get out of here. It's not outside anymore. I don't know where it went.
Okay, well that's good. Do you know, was that Chauncey that just honked?
I hope so. We gotta go find Arkia.
All right, yeah. And she just kind of glares at the cops and then just walks back down the hall. And they're just like, all right, good to know.
It's freaking huge, and run away.
All right, so you run away and make your way back out to the front, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this point, when you pull the door open, you do see the thick fog that was there previously.
Wait.
No longer seems to be present.
Actually, I will send Katara out there. I'm going to head back down to the armory.
All right. So you, so she's just like, what? You want me to go out there by myself?
Chauncey's there.
Okay.
I don't hear gunshots, so it should
just
be safe.
like opens the door carefully, peeks out, and then heads out and upon seeing the Hummer outside the gates, she heads out for that. So Chauncey, you see Katara heading for the Hummer through the front gates.
I'm just gonna wave at her like, come on, something's jumping. Didn't I see it jump? You said jumping on the rooftops.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell her I'll be like 1 second. I just wanna. How close is the garage?
It's quite a ways away. You would have to go down
the armory.
The armory, it's a little closer than the garage, just one hall shorter. But you still have to go down one of a couple of corridors on the east end, and then down the stairs and into the basement, and then down another couple of corridors, and then into the armory.
Yeah, I do want to head down into the armory and just grab that the tactical vest that I had exchanged for this riot gear.
Okay.
And just grab that.
Okay, so you could grab that easily enough. That's going to take up some storage space for you to carry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
that's just one, right?
What does it say on the item?
Well,
card.
It doesn't say anything about it being like.
Look under properties,
it's bulky,
which
so
means it takes
2.
up two
Yeah.
2 blocks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay. So yeah, you could go down there. It'll take you a few minutes just from all the travel, but you are able to get down there back into the armory and
that far
procure.
away.
Yeah.
And I'm slow too.
Plus you're kind of heavy set right now. So
All right, I'm gonna. I need to get that vest, so I'm gonna go down there, grab it, and would it be faster to head out the garage or turn back around and head out the front?
I mean, we don't know that you went to the armory, so we're still sitting out front.
Yeah.
well, Katara knew, so she would have told you when she got into the Hummer. But well, I mean, if you
Whichever way's faster, I'll take the direction that is faster.
We'll say, since you mentioned it, since Emil doesn't know, you take a little bit extra time, peek into the garage and see that the gates are down and you don't know how to get them open. And so
there's not like a door to open it. I guess I would still need a key card to open that door too. Yeah, so I'm just gonna peek back out.
All right. Yeah, kind of trampling over the body of Roy and the dogs that you fought previously and the strange bug-like creatures. You head back into the basement and start.
At Roy, thanks for reminding me. At Roy, I'm going to get more of his blood.
Okay, so you'd like. Is this using your?
Not Roy, because I already got Roy's blood.
Yeah.
Is the actual mutant still there?
Yeah, I guess its carcass, would just still be in that hall somewhere. It's kind of decomposing. It's kind of decomposing at a rapid rate, but like there's still a little bit left for you to get a hold of.
I need that virus.
All right, so you gather some of the blood from the mutant and using some vials from your med kit, I take it.
Yes. So now I have a vial of both Roy and the mutant.
Yep.
Yeah. So then I'm going to head out.
Okay, so you head back up the stairs onto the first floor of the police station, and then you eventually make your way, given a few more minutes to get out the front entrance, and you see your comrades in the Hummer outside the gates.
Just limping in and jump in the back. Did you see where I went? Oh, I'm good. Can I just like dump this vest in the back seat or something?
Yeah.
Just so it's out of my inventory.
Mm-hmm. All right, so note that that's in the Hummer's inventory.
Yeah,
that's
going to tactical vest.
Occupy
I'm going to
2 blocks.
question you of why you're carrying it around.
We're going to need armor.
You have armor. You're covered in armor.
I don't. It's too big. I like fighting from a distance. It's going to make more sense if someone else has this armor as a more of a frontliner. I'm not that good with shotguns.
While we're on that subject, I'd like to have that back.
The armor?
No, the shotgun.
Yeah, I'm giving you the shotgun back.
And I'm giving you the Dragonov back.
Yeah.
So that's dealt with.
It's 5 shots out of 6.
Okay. Good thing you didn't jam it. I have this Kevlar armor on. Might want to trade your.
Well, first, where did that big thing go?
It was jumping on the roofs, man. This summer ain't gonna go up there.
Did he see? Do I know which direction he's pointing in?
Yeah, you kind of see generally the direction. He kind of points in this the street side opposite the station.
Is it going? So it's going opposite the direction that the girl went.
No, because the girl actually, I don't know if I described this properly. The girl was at the mouth of an alley that was opposite the station as well.
So they're the same direction.
Kind of the same direction, yeah. But you did see the girl run off much earlier.
Yeah, I'll point out the alleyway to Chauncey and say, I think she went down that way.
Can we drive down the alley, or is it blocked by the bus?
Yeah, there's the bus and the pileup of crashed cars directly in front of you.
The entrance?
Yeah. So streetwise,
like
you can't exactly get there with your Hummer.
Would I know like another way around?
I mean, there are plenty of alleyways and stuff between the buildings nearby if you want to kind of duck in on foot.
Like while we're talking, maybe I can drive creepily around to see if we can get
the other side.
Yeah, to the other side and check it out. If there's nothing else blocking our way.
Okay, so you start creeping down the road. So you're just trying to get to one of the
slow patrol. Yeah,
like slow patrol, kind of peeking down the alleys.
Yeah. If I can see an easy way to get down the other way, I'll take it.
Okay.
And I mean, like, should we still discuss this armor situation?
Oh yeah, well, if we're already moving, we can definitely discuss while we're moving.
I have this Kevlar armor that I feel just isn't enough for me.
Yeah, and you're gonna if you're gonna use the shotgun up close, this is pretty good armor. I've already started stripping. I've already started stripping him off. I'm just like,
okay. Do you want to check out this Kevlar armor over that tactical armor that you had?
I can see that that's a lighter armor, right?
Yeah, you could tell pretty visually that it's lighter than what you were previously wearing. Yeah,
from the outer tactical.
Oh well, no, because I mean like from your full armor.
Yeah, well, so is his the armor he's offering, is that lighter than the outer tactical?
What armor did you have, Doc?
Kevlar vest.
That's medium armor, right?
It is medium armor, and yeah, that's it. Like,
yeah. So I'm gonna take this heavy then. I'm gonna keep the heavy.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't have, that's for mobility people.
Yeah.
No, I'll stick with the
tacticals. Good then? Okay.
Yeah.
What's Katara wearing? Do we know?
She's wearing a lab coat.
All right. Well,
yeah. Give her that armor.
I don't know. I'm not very well trained in moving around in armor. I think I'll just stick with my lab coat.
All right. Well,
I'll throw.
All right.
I'll throw, since you're putting your tactical vest on. I'll put my Kevlar in the seat of the Hummer, or in the storage of the Hummer.
All right.
And then I'll take your full body gear.
Yeah. So while we're patrolling, is that enough time for me to get it off?
Yeah. Given the few minutes while you guys are patrolling, kind of around, yeah, I would say that's enough time to get it off. I do believe it has a doff time of like 3 minutes, I think.
Let me look at it really quick.
But yeah, you could definitely the next few minutes, the next like 10 minutes or so, go by kind of uneventful as you guys are just searching around and looking. Yeah,
I would like to also do I see any like trails of blood? Did I see the girl get injured at all, or like was it just
you didn't notice
big and scary
any injuries transpiring? But I'll say you can make a perception check if you want to look for signs.
I want to look for if there's any trace of the. Because I didn't get a good look. I just heard the voice and saw something happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know if it is Arkia. I just want to know if there's anything moving that could be from that area, or if I can tell a direction that might have gone.
Yeah. Perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking down the alleys, you are like a little bit, limited in what you're able to see given the view out the window of the Hummer, but looking down these alleys, you look with a very keen and observant gaze, but you don't seem to notice any trail or anything that you could use to follow one or the other. There doesn't seem to be any. I mean, some of the alleys are like kind of riddled with blood, but it's like, it looks like someone blew up in there or something a lot more gruesome than anything that might have just happened recently.
So she could be anywhere.
She could be.
I don't even know if that was her. Did you get a good look at that thing?
No. It just darted off. I didn't even catch a big glance.
I'm gonna look at Katara and just be like, I think that was Project Artemis.
Yeah, I took a look at those documents while we were in the labs too. It definitely seemed very familiar.
Yeah, Jackal, smart, hunter. Sounds like it.
Is it?
It looked pretty jackal-like, right? Like
Yeah,
it looked
I
like
said.
the
Yeah,
dog,
I said.
but, like,
I said it was.
huge.
Yeah, I said it
Yeah.
was dog-like. Yeah, if you know what you're looking for and you know what the jackal looks like, I would say yeah, you were able to recognize when it looked you in the eyes and you saw
Yeah.
the vibrant red glowing eyes. You would recognize it as a jackal.
Yeah. So that's Project Artemis.
Do you?
Well, if it's actively hunting people down, I wonder if it's actively hunting down Arkia. If they know anything, like if they know about her, I wonder if she's going to be on their hit list, as well as you, Katara.
I mean, honestly, I was worried about this for all of us. I mean, Umbrella knew
Literally.
that all of us went down into that cabin.
How do they know?
Oh, Grimson saw all of you before we went
Crimson.
in there. I mean, he's been trying to get a hold of me since then. He expected you all to die in there, I'd imagine.
What? I guess that makes sense.
They didn't know I was there.
If they knew Mike Foster was there, they might suspect that you weren't far behind. Not to mention,
but they weren't expecting me.
I wouldn't underestimate Umbrella. They have access to a lot of the city's records.
All right. So now we just need to start predicting where she might go. I think we should just start with the city hall.
Well,
Because that
real quick, would I notice that like Emil's got a big old hole in his shoulder?
Yeah, you definitely noticed that he's bleeding from the shoulder.
Are we just letting this go? Like,
That's up to you. You've seen it.
like,
while I'm taking this off, I'm just like,
yeah. And I'm just gonna say that Katara has 3 fluid and 4 material. Clear that up.
Okay.
okay.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. But yeah, nice hole, by the way.
Yeah.
Bleed all over that set. I didn't realize you were bleeding all over
I'll clean it.
it. Better be. I'll like blood on myself.
Oh, I'm bleeding everywhere, man. I'm under half.
You may wanna.
Wait, no, I'm not under half. Yes, I am under half. Okay.
You said she had,
exhausted.
You said she had 3 fluid and 4 material?
3 fluid, 4 material.
Alright. That's good.
And I asked if there was anything else that we possibly would be using. And
Can I ask? Can you just
there
ask
was
real quick if I
not
can
at
take
the
one?
moment.
If I could take one fluid or one. What did she have more of?
She has more material.
All right, I'll take those. Oh no, yeah, she needs the fluids for the fire, so I'll take the materials.
Okay, yeah, here, have some. So, she's giving you 1 chem material, or more than 1 if you so desire.
I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just gonna heal myself with this newly buffed medic class.
No, yeah. That's right. I forgot you couldn't do that before.
No, I couldn't heal myself. Now I can.
Yeah.
While you're healing yourself, I'm going to state to you that I need to get to the university.
What's at the university?
An old friend of mine.
Yeah.
Or a friend, not an old friend, a friend. A friend of mine is probably in danger at the university, and that's top priority to me.
That's top priority. What about Arkia?
I really don't know even the slightest clue of where she would have went.
Who knows? Maybe we'll run into her at the university then.
She knows that we could be going to the university and or city hall, so
That's true. And either that would make her go there or avoid it. I don't know what her mindset is right now.
that's where I'm at with it too, is I don't know why she even left.
It's up to chance. I hate chance.
That's a roll of the dice, man.
Can I roll for Arkia?
Roll for Arkia.
But yes, I think we'll be better off going to help out at the university, and then putting all hands on deck to finding Arkia.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, hopefully
my friend will help us out.
Okay. We can make some allies at least. Yeah, so how much did she have? 2 and or 3 and 5?
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
3 and 4? Okay, I'll take 2. I'll do a treat wounds tier 2.
You don't have tier 2.
Oh, you're right. I don't I mean, I could, but I can't.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have to do.
I'll do it twice.
Yeah.
Wait
Tier
a minute,
1
hold
at
on.
a time.
Would that be better?
Can you put
No,
an
better.
auto drive to the university? I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Okay, gotcha. So
Yeah, so
you guys are
I'll
on your
do-
way to the university.
Tier
Wait, so
ones.
Lord, you're putting Emil back on heavy armor?
Yeah.
Just regular heavy? That actually works
Regular
out
heavy.
because apparently I forgot to update your stat card that shows up on the stream and just still has you at 16. So
Oh, yeah.
now you're
No.
back to 16.
Yeah, I had 18 armor class for a little bit. That was fun. That was good while it lasted. I got hit still. Like plus cover, 20 armor class. It's the
That's-
highest I've ever.
That's not
That's
bad.
the most secure I've ever felt in my life. Got stabbed through the shoulder. All right, so not riot gear anymore. Now I'm back to outer tactical.
So, as you guys are driving in the direction of the university, or at least that's where Chauncey is bringing you,
Yes.
as I mentioned previously, it's a lot of stopping and going in the inner city now. The streets are just crowded, which you can see now more clearly than before. It says an 8
yes.
on the screen, and
I rolled
that's
twice.
because, yeah, you rolled twice. I see that now.
I got a crit on both ends.
Yeah, you did.
I got a crit on both ends. That's bogus.
Well, so you heal up 15 hit points then. So you use 2 of Katara's material?
Materials, because I don't think she needs anything from materials really, because she only needs
I
really
don't think
needs
she
that
does.
fluid.
Uh-huh.
So I
So-
don't want to use her fluids.
So yeah, with all the stopping and going to the city, it does take you guys
Quite some time.
quite some time.
So
like
I can get out of my armor, put my heavy armor on, and he can get because he's driving. He can't.
he's
get
driving,
into-
yeah, so he can't do anything yet. So
Can
he'll
he
have to wait
switch?
for you guys to start or to stop. Do you ask him?
I mean, I would.
Yeah, that's the problem. So he's just driving for now. He's
Okay.
single-mindedly gunning for the university. But yeah, it is going to do a number on his fuel, but eventually, given some time, you guys get to the
University.
street to the university.
Oh,
And as you turn in on that street, I forgot what the name of the street was called, but
University Street.
no, it's not. But as you turn in on that street, heading across the bridge, because you have to cross the the bridge over the circular river, which Enterdale Street takes you down. And so you get at one point, you guys just kind of go over this bridge, and below you could see kind of the water of a river flowing underneath. But yeah, even this is kind of
I've been here
crowded
before,
with.
right?
I don't know if you have. I don't know if you've gone this far east before within Raccoon City.
Well, in the very first episode.
I don't think so, because you went to the suburbs. That would have been further, like more so
I went
north.
to- I
It was in
remember
the
going to
northeast.
a lot of places because I had to get through because of the public transportation. I think I went to the university because that was where the stop was at, and then from there I went to.
It was nearby to the university. But
So was it in the university? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, it still would have been east of the circular river. That's true. So, yeah, you probably saw it from your view within the train, or rather the
Just wanna-
tram in the first
Just want to
episode.
make sure I kind of know my surroundings.
Yeah, you get the general gist of where you are. And this is, of course, Chauncey would know very well, the far eastern part of the city. So you head over into the Cedar District, which is where Raccoon University is located. And you cross that bridge over the river and taking the turn into the street that Chauncey, the university is on, you start heading down that way. And after driving down a couple of miles, you eventually hit a little bit of a block. You see that the street in front of you is kind of crowded with so many vehicles that you can't necessarily get by within your Hummer.
Would real quick, would I have seen a gas station on the way?
You did not see any.
Other than the one that we passed by earlier, which would have been like the Stagla.
Yeah,
that's what
Stagla.
we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
We really
That
need
one.
to make that a pressing issue to get some gas.
We do.
I'm sure we just used a lot.
Where-
Sounds like we've used a lot.
Where, in relation to where we are right now, is Stagla?
Oh, it's on like the other end of the city. It was
Great,
all the
perfect.
way to the northwest. You guys are currently in the
That
kind
can't
of
be the
far
only
east
gas
side.
station, right?
That's the only one we've seen so far, I think. Can we have looked for gas stations along the way?
Do you want to make like a retroactive perception check?
Sure.
Just to see if we can spot any? Do we both roll or?
I'll say one of you roll with advantage
Okay, I'll roll with it.
because the other one is helping.
Yeah, I'm sure you're better at it. No,
Oh, I need that. Oh boy,
Oh.
perfect.
You don't
There we
notice
go,
any
that's an
gas
11.
stations on the way.
All right.
Ah, damn it, Emil. You're supposed to keep an eye out. Can I do a history? This is common knowledge of where all the gas stations are? No. Okay.
But yeah, you guys are currently up against this this essentially roadblock of vehicles on the street leading to the university.
Do I see a safe place to park my Hummer?
I mean, you kind of gather at this point any place is a safe place, considering that there are just cars just parked all over the place.
I guess we gotta take this on foot from here. Can I, like, knowing I can't progress forward with my Hummer, can I already just have it backed up against the roadblock to go the opposite way? Like the
Okay,
way we
yeah.
came, if
Yeah,
need
yeah.
be, in
You
a quick
kinda-
hurry?
Yeah, you kind of pull out a little bit and just kind of like turn yourself around so that you could be facing the other direction. So
Yeah.
at this point, Emil is back in his heavy armor, and you guys are parked in the middle of the street, heading towards the university. Let's see something.
Can I put on that full heavy armor?
So I'll say, yeah, you could get that out of the trunk or wherever it last was and start donning that. So that'll take you a few minutes. And while Chauncey is donning that, let me just look some stuff up real quick.
I'm also gonna reload my shotgun.
Okay. Yeah, reloading all your weapons.
Yeah.
Good to
I
know.
used one shot.
Okay.
I also want to ask Katara about them gloves.
Huh? What? Huh?
Mind if I try those gloves on? Got this nice flashbang I'll trade you.
Well, I suppose you could have it for the time being. I wouldn't mind having a flashbang. Alright. And she just kind of starts unstrapping the tactical gloves and exchanges them for the flash grenade that you presented. Oh, also, forgot to mention this at the top of the stream, but we retconned something from last week. We should probably note
yes.
it because we haven't noted it on air. That we realized in the G-Mutant boss battle in the previous episode, Katara had killed it using a grenade round that she couldn't have used because she didn't reload. So, with that being said, we retconned it so that one of the grenades they found in the armory was used to deliver the killing blow from Katara. So, she is currently plus one 40mm round, but minus that grenade that they were giving to the police. So, essentially, the police...
hand grenade.
Yeah, so essentially the police only got a couple of handguns and a shotgun. At least out of your guys' little misadventure.
Can I get
But they have-
2 stat cards real quick?
Okay, so you need the gloves,
In the armor, yeah.
right? You're taking the full heavy riot gear then.
Yep. I'm just gonna like keep a watch out while he's donning that. It's like 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Can I
Make
help
a-
him make it go faster?
I'm sure I've worn heavy armor before. I kind of know a
I
little
think
bit.
you can't really make it go faster, but I'll say you could make a perception check
Yeah.
if you're keeping watch.
I am gonna try to keep watch, just because we're out in the open right now.
Well, I mean, we could be in the Hummer. I could be dressed.
I ain't seeing shit.
Hold on, let me get. So there's your gloves.
That's a 9 on my perception. That is
9 perception.
it's a 9.
You're staying vigilant. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Okay, that should be all your items.
Thank you.
Where's the university exactly? Like the actual campus? We're not there yet.
Yeah, you're not there yet. You don't know.
No.
Yeah, Emil wouldn't know where it is.
Well, is there? We're just on a street right now, right?
Yeah, as far as you can tell,
Okay.
you're just on a street at a pileup of cars surrounded by, several
Yeah. So as far as I know, we're
ordinary-looking
just on our
buildings.
way. We just know we're on our way to the university.
That's all Emil knows, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
I am
Getting strapped and getting ready.
I'm gonna eat my last candy bar
Yeah.
out of the hammer.
Yeah, so you guys are
And
actually...
I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Yeah, so at this point, well, I'd mentioned previously that this is the extent of your supplies. So as of right now, you guys are currently out of food and water. So
But we had, like, we just finished it, or like we've gone for a while without
I'll
it?
say you've just finished it, because I think I did mention that you had enough to last until the morning. So I'll say this is still the morning. So I would say you're
Like, we just finished like the last drop. and the last candy bar.
essentially you just finished the last of it.
I only had one candy bar.
All right, so we can split it.
No. Find your own candy bar. I bought all these. No. Yeah, I'll split it. I'll share it.
Just so we have a little bit of nourishment.
We
All
have
right.
a 1/7 of a gallon, so that should top
So we're
us
looking
all
for. All right, so we're looking for your friend, and food.
Yes. Water, fuel.
The survivors did say they had some stuff. They were stacked.
Oh, before we leave the Hummer, can I buzz through the radio stations real quick? Did I hear anything like on the way?
Yeah, I would say
like I
on the
usually
way,
do.
yeah, assuming your radio and stuff were going on, you did catch the tail end of the same broadcast you had heard previously of the university survivors from the university's own station, but then it seemed to end and stop repeating after a little bit of you listening to it. You also noticed on the police scanner, if that was active, that the same call that brought you to the station to begin with repeats kind of intermittently, just asking all units to return to the station. That just like repeats every once in a while, and that's about all you noticed.
So just the station and the university.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I won't be having to do that for a long time. I'm gonna power off the radio and shut off the CB.
Okay.
And then I go through and lock all my doors.
Yeah. You make sure your vehicle is secured shut.
Yes, that suckers. That it ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah. I'm gonna. Did we say that where I discreetly hid the virus sample within the vehicle?
I don't believe you established that. No.
Well, like I'm gonna hide it, so no. But like, unless you tore the whole vehicle apart, you're not gonna find it. So it's not just like laying in the trunk. I would just like maybe like an access panel within the fuse box, tucked in the back, knowing my car in and out. I know a cubby hole to put some important stuff.
Okay, so you have it hidden away in a discrete location within there.
So then otherwise the Hummer is not locked. It's all unlocked because there's nothing but a Kevlar armor and fuel in the inventory. So they're not going to steal much but the Hummer. And knowing Hummer, it's not easy to hotwire. So it's not one of those kind of easy vehicles.
All right.
All
right, Chauncey. I don't know where we're going.
I'm going to the university. I already said that.
No, I know. Let's go. All right.
So you guys start heading northward on foot, kind of on the streets in this particular area. You are on trying to find the street name, but yeah, you are in the kind of the eastern area of the city, the Cedar District. Good Street, that's what it's called. There it is. So you start heading northward on foot.
It's a decent street, and I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
Quick question: Would it be wise of us to just have Katara guard the Hummer, or do you think it'd be best that she come with us?
Well, quite frankly, I don't think any of us should be on our own at this point. We saw.
I agree.
What happened to our other who went out on her own, assuming that was her. Either way, these aren't safe streets to be alone in.
Yeah, strength in numbers at this point.
Point well made. Let's go.
All right, so you start leading the group, I'm assuming, knowing the direction you're heading.
Katara would know too, right?
Yeah, that's true. Katara would know. She would actually know very well.
Yeah.
So, but what's the marching order here?
I'll let her take points, and she probably knows the layout better than I do.
That's true.
I just
That's
know
true.
the location.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Katara's in front.
And I'm making like a close behind her, like I'm almost walking side by side.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm behind both of them.
Okay, so like the two of you in the front
at the ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Rifles out as well.
Yep. So you guys start crawling along. You don't notice, or is anybody kind of keeping watch, keeping a lookout?
I will.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check as you guys are moving along. So you know,
situational awareness.
Situational awareness.
Oh.
So yeah, you would know that the university is about in the neighborhood of 3 miles north of where you'd parked your vehicle. So it's going to take quite a bit of walking depending on how fast you guys are going. What sort of pace are you assuming here? Are you moving quickly and like just in a rush, or are you moving slowly and quietly?
I think we're moving quietly.
Are you guys moving quietly? Or at somewhere in between?
Just perfect
like a normal,
in between where we're making some distance, but we're not being stompy loud.
Okay, yeah.
Just about a normal march, a casual stroll through the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. Got it. All right, so make your perception checks with advantage.
Ooh.
For Chauncey.
Oh God,
you're gonna need it.
What's happening? There we go.
There it is. All right, so as you're moving along, you do notice quite a few sounds coming from the surrounding buildings. You know, the chorus of infected sighs and snarls and undead shambling throughout the buildings. They seem rather stuck inside of their respective buildings for the time being. You get the sense that they're not a problem unless you
go in there.
Plan to go in there. So you're able to get past the majority of the would-be issues along the way. But as you guys keep on walking, you do notice some movement on a rooftop to your right.
Big and burly?
Well, Chauncey notices this because he's using his situational awareness. You notice something kind of low-hanging and just very vibrant red with the sunlight reflecting off of it in the almost afternoon sun at this point. But yeah, it looks low, kind of red-skinned and crawling on all fours and scurrying across one of the rooftops.
What's that? What? That thing over
there. Yeah. Can I look at it with my scope?
Yeah, you aim up at your scope and you see it kind of looking in your direction. At this point, with your scope, you kind of hone in and see its head with the exposed brains on top and a wide open jaw with sharp teeth and a tongue hanging out.
Does it have a bullet hole in his butt?
Make a perception check.
22.
You know what? It actually has a couple of bullet holes that seem to, bullet wounds that seem to be on its backside. As it starts turning a little bit, you kind of notice this as you peer through the scope.
Liquor. What? Kind of looks like the one you shot earlier, Chauncey.
That son of a bitch.
And at this point, it's just going, realizing you guys are down there looking at it, talking about it. And from its movements, from its movements, actually, you got the sense that it was stalking you. From what you'd observed, so it seemed to have been well aware of you guys ahead of time. And at this point, it jumps down the side of the roof and starts moving downwards. And it kind of, yeah, you can take a shot at this point.
How far away is it?
It's about on the opposite side of the street from you guys. I'll say, actually about 20 feet. Yeah, because this particular street isn't very wide.
Can I quickly switch weapons?
What are you switching to?
I'm switching the SMG and the combat knife from the shotty.
Okay, you're switching to the SMG?
Yeah, to the SMG.
Okay, got it.
and the tactical or the combat knife.
Is the SMG light?
I think so. I'll tell you right.
Can we
yes, property's light.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, then you can do that.
Cool.
At some point, can we like fight an enemy like 300 feet away?
Probably not.
It'll happen eventually.
All right, here's my shot with my rifle. A 13.
That's a 13 to hit. That hits.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll for damage. But I will say, by the time you shot it, it got down to ground level with you guys. Yeah. So you're currently on the same.
I would have waited for it to be out of like the air, anyways.
I'll let that shot go off first, since you're ready and aiming down the scope. But after that, I'll have everyone roll initiative.
Okay. So while he's switching, and then initiative happens after that.
Basically.
Okay. So that is.
Real quick, those gloves add 2 to my mobility score, which adds 1 to my mobility modifier, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just need to change my attack sheet here.
That's right,
that's right. Trying to remember. Sniper only adds +2 to hit, right?
Yes, not to damage.
So, okay, so I still don't have any modifiers to hit, or to damage. Oops, that's 1. There's another one coming. That is 6 points of piercing.
You're only firing one shot.
I can only I have a fire rate with this thing.
Yeah. But we'll say you only we'll only say it only fired once since you didn't specify.
Because I just wanted to hit it. I just wanted to tag it before like.
Wait, actually, what'd you say it was to hit?
It was a 13 to hit.
Actually, my bad. I assumed that hit because I didn't have the stat block up. It's actually a 14 is its AC, so that just misses.
Okay, so that one didn't.
So that didn't happen.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I fired at it and it like sparked in front.
Basically, yeah, just dodged out of the way.
Damn it! I didn't hit it.
Well, as it was on its way down, it kind of leaped off, landed on the roof of a car, and then leaped off of that. You hit the car, but it would have hit it otherwise.
These things are fast.
Am I allowed to take a shot, or am I?
You're rolling for initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's initiative first.
Initiative is so terrible.
Well, you're +1 on initiative since your modifier just went up.
Oh yeah, check that out. That's nice. Yeah. Well, I'm +1 on that, so 21. I rolled out pretty good. I rolled hella good for that one. Does that not change my initiative up here?
I think you have to do it manually on the character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought I don't want to change it. I put it in parentheses temporary stuff because I may be giving this back.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. So what's the sound off on initiative?
All right, that's Emil with a 10.
Emil with a 10.
Right down the middle.
All right.
What is Arkia?
And
she's
Chauncey
she's close enough for initiative, right?
Chauncey is a 21.
All right.
For her initiative.
So.
What about Katara?
That's true. I forgot about Katara. I believe she's a +1. That's oof. She rolled very well. She's a 20 on initiative.
Ooh. I'm gonna send this thing back to where the hell it should have came from.
All right, so top of the round, Chauncey, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot this damn thing with my SMG.
All right, go ahead. How many shots are you taking?
We are shooting full fire rate of 5.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, snap, son. All right, you're making 5 shots of the SMG. Go ahead and roll for attack.
And
So-
with my new borrowed gloves, this is my attack.
So
Oh,
you christen your new tactical fingerless gloves, grip in your hand the TMP that you had acquired at the police station, fully loaded. You pull it up to fire and squeeze off a burst and completely misjudged the kick, and it just goes and just the line just goes way over it.
I'm just imagining just Chauncey just like.
this gun sucks. What's its distance to me?
It looks to be, I would say, how far did I say it was when?
You said it was
Emil
20 when I
attacked?
first shot. and
Yeah,
then it,
yeah. So it's
moved.
on the other side of the street. It's about 20 feet away from you.
Okay, can I run and bonus action stab it?
Yeah, you could clear that distance with your movement. So yeah, you could get up right up close and personal and come down with your knife. Go ahead and make a melee attack as a bonus action, using 2-weapon fighting.
So it's not like an attack with my knife, it's just a straight up melee?
No. It's a roll to attack as normal as you would with an attack with your knife.
Okay.
But
That's all. I'm just trying to make sure.
But if you hit,
Nat 20 plus
Nice.
5, a 25.
doesn't matter. Nat 20 hits no matter what. So yeah. So because this is an offhand attack, though, you can't add your modifier to the damage. Only the dice roll. But you double the dice roll. So roll
Don't
2
even
of
matter.
whatever its dice is.
Roll it. Oh, just double that number?
Yeah, the dice. Double the dice roll. And you
so
can't.
roll
No
two,
modifiers.
2. All right. Do that.
The holes were nice.
Oh, that is not
15, and we'll call that piercing.
okay. So you come down and stab with your knife and get a good right at the base of the neck near the brain area, and you hear it screech out with its kind of breathy, gnarled voice as you pull it back out in a streak of blood. All right, is that going to be your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's
All
all I
right.
can do.
So next up, Katara is going to get up close and personal. She's going to get to kind of go around flanking where Chauncey is, getting to within 15 feet of it, and she's going to stay at that distance, and she's going to go ahead. I'm going to have her burn one of her chem fluids to do a flame spray, because that's what Katara does. Let me bring up her... Probably should have brought this up earlier. Figure out what her tool attack modifier is. I'm pretty sure, hold on, I know this. Pretty sure she's a +6, because she has an intelligence of 18. So, plus proficiency. All right, that's a 19 to hit. So yeah, she pulls out that canister from her chemical set and pulls out her lighter and lights it up once again. And that does seem to hit, dealing 7 points of flame damage against it, as the fire impacts against it and it reels from that as well. So that is going to be the end of Katara's turn. She's gonna back up another 15 feet, just to be on the safe side, using the rest of her movement. And then next up, the liquor, being in the immediate vicinity of, it's going to start a full round of attacks, but being in the immediate vicinity of Chauncey, it's going to go ahead and go for you with its claws first.
That's one thing I forgot to change. Go ahead, though. I'll figure out what my number is by the time it rolls.
All right.
Oh, it's just an 18. So, yeah, no.
21 to hit.
Oh, 21 hits.
All right.
I see the dice. I wasn't looking at the modifier. Yeah, 21 would hit.
Yeah. So, you take 7 points of slashing damage as it comes across your body with its claws and just rakes at the outside of your armor. and then it turns its head over to Emil, who had shot first, and it sticks its dagger-like tongue out, and you see it come across in a long streak across the street, and go for you. Yeah, 20 feet.
That's a long-ass tongue.
Does 11 hit?
It does not.
All right, so it manages to just barely get across the street and just kind of like slap against the outside of your armor and not do much of any kind of damage. Yeah, leaves a little bit of slobber as the tongue streaks across. All right, and that is actually going to be its turn. So next up, Emil.
All right, 2 shots with the Dragonov.
All right, letting loose 2 shots with the Dragonov as you take aim from across the street.
16 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right. Okay, so with firing 2 shots, it's double the it's just
dice.
2 of the dice, but actually, again, it doesn't matter. I don't have a modifier for it, so just double dice.
Oh yeah, that's true. You still don't have a modifier.
All them's 2 6s in there. That is a 16 piercing.
All right, 16 points of piercing damage. So as you let that loose, both the bullets impact against its side. You see splatters of blood streak across the cars behind it. It looks very hurt. It looks to be on its last legs. It's already low to the ground, but you can see it almost wobbling a little bit with what little space there is.
Yeah, Chauncey, finish it off. That's my turn.
Back to the top of the round. Chauncey's turn.
Is its tongue still like coming back?
It's reeled back in by this point, but
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm gonna shoot it. I was hoping for like a cool like swipe and drop the tongue off.
I would say you could flavor it that way if you want to try.
If need be.
If need be. We'll see if you hit first. Are you gonna go for a knife as your primary attack?
No, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Well, you can knife first and see if it dies from that, and then shoot it. It's like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I should just knife it.
Just to see if you kill it with a knife, and then if it survives.
Yeah. I'm gonna wreck it with a knife. I'll do that.
Okay, you come out with a knife. Go ahead and roll your attack.
There you go. What? 20 plus 5, 25.
This is the exact same stuff that happened back in the freaking laboratory almost.
So he's just lucky then.
I guess. Yeah, Chauncey's kind of lucky.
I have to warm up. It's that dog tag I got.
Before you roll for damage, Chauncey, how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna.
You going for the tongue?
Do that rapid swipe thing. I'm gonna swipe the tongue and like stab it in the head, kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. So as the tongue is still reeling back in the long 20 feet across the street, you swipe up with the knife and manage to cut it off. It reels back, and just as it's about to scream, you come down with your knife, stabbing it through the head. And as you release it, it falls limp to the ground. A puddle of blood starts emerging underneath.
Yeah, got you this time, you son of a bitch.
All right.
It's dead, Emil.
Huh?
It's definitely dead.
Yeah. Kick it.
I'm not touching its head. Last time I did that shit.
I'm gonna look around and make sure we're not being followed by any more. All
right, make a perception check.
All right, that's 24.
24. So you take a look around and listen as well. You don't see any other lickers around the rooftops, but you do notice you do notice the sound of a lot more like banging and cluttering now. You get the sense that all the gunfire has kind of excited the zombies inside the buildings. So.
All right, I best get a move on.
Let's move.
All right, so you guys keep moving. You got about halfway down Good Street, and by this point, it'll only take you another half an hour of travel down the same street to get to the outside of the university. At this point, yeah, you guys are you guys just sticking to the main street?
Yeah, no reason to be subversive, right?
Yeah. You don't see anything else out on the main street. For the most of the sounds you're hearing are coming from like the alleyways or inside the buildings. So, yeah. So you guys,
can you give me some heals there, Emil?
Yeah. How much you need?
I really don't recall. Okay, I'm at 21. Yeah, I need heals.
Bunch. Oh, is that accurate over there on your?
I think that's accurate. I mean, if that's the last time we had it, yeah. And I just took 7 off of that.
I don't want to use another. I don't want to use the last 2 of Katara's. Materials. But hopefully we'll find more at the
Well, yeah, the way I see it, we're heading into university. I know the facilities here tend to be well stocked. We're definitely going to find more inside if you want to use these heals now.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you used our last 2 chem materials?
Yes, I'll do 2 1s again. So it's a D8. There's 1. There's 2. Better. Not getting 1s anymore.
Is that all to Chauncey?
That is all to Chauncey. He's got 18.
All right, so as Emil starts applying some medication to you using these various chemicals with his med kit, he fixes you right up and you start to feel a lot less painful.
That was right on caution.
Oh boy.
It was right there. Oh, so it's better.
So at this point, you guys are approaching the outside of the university campus. And you see what looks to be... the first thing you notice is this just like well-funded looking campus. You see the administration building facing the outside. But as you arrive, you hear... a gunshot suddenly.
That's a loud gunshot.
It wasn't quite that loud, but it was mostly you perceive it as that loud because it caught you off guard. But it sounded to come just from
indoors.
It sounded to come from like it came from one of these side buildings around you.
Close?
Yeah, like immediately behind you.
Oh, immediately behind us?
Yeah, like right next to you guys. You notice a kind of brick warehouse looking building.
Okay.
That's kind of run down and...
we check that out. Move on.
We can check it out.
All right. Can I see anything with my scope from where I'm at, or do I we'll have to move?
This seems to be darker in there. So you could look in through the windows and make a perception check with disadvantage because it would be dim light.
Okay. Okay, well, it's like we're right at the warehouse.
Yeah, you're right outside of it. It's just across the street from this big building at the front of the university.
Okay, and I'll just look through the windows then.
Okay, make a perception check with disadvantage.
That's not bad. That's a natural 1.
You don't see diddly squat. Your eyes have not adjusted yet properly. The midday sun is still like dilating your pupils in such a way that you can't really see inside the windows.
No, it's too dark.
But you do, no, yeah, you don't see anything.
No, I don't think I'd see anything with a natural one.
Or hear anything with a natural one, for that matter.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Ah, it's too dark.
Can we use a light?
I don't have a flashlight anymore.
I'll pull out my AR with a flashlight attachment. Can I see with the flashlight?
All right, so you're looking in through the window. Make a perception check. What? All right, that's a 15. You notice some movement and some rustling going on inside, and with the flashlight, you don't have disadvantage. You do notice, like, you do actually notice one man who comes up to the window. Looks to be in RPD uniform, and he's kind of coming out with his hands up. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Chauncey, is that you?"
Yeah, Chauncey.
Yeah, I recognize you. Hey, Allie, it's Chauncey. We're good. And he looks to be turning around, kind of waving a little bit.
Do I know him?
No, I don't think he seems too familiar to you, but you recognize the uniform. But he's like, he kind of looks at you. He's like, oh yeah. You, I'm sorry, you probably don't know who I am. I'm Officer Gold's new partner. My name's Officer Willis.
So Gold's in there with you?
Yeah. She's just back here.
What are you doing, Willis?
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that one before.
What?
So like,
No, really. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, we were just on our way to the university, but we ran into some zombies on the way. We stopped here to rest.
Are there any in there? Heard gunfire.
No, well, I mean, he looks back, looking around for Officer Gold.
there's like a barrier between us? Like,
Yeah, you guys are just kind of talking through, like, the windows of this warehouse. It's, like I said, the building's a little run down, so, like, some of the windows are just, like, cracked and broken out. So, you know, it just sounds as normal while you're talking through this window.
Windows, like, slightly open.
Mm-hmm.
you guys want to come out here?
Yeah, come on,
Out
let's
of
go.
the shadows,
Yeah, so,
like a rogue.
So Officer Willis and his partner, Officer Gold, walk out, and Officer Willis, you see, is like this, like, very straight, clean-cut young man in his early 20s with kind of just like combed to the side, brown hair, and he looks very fresh-faced. You've seen his type before, Chauncey. But next to him, you see your old friend, Officer Gold. If you want to describe what she looks like.
Sure. She's about 5'7". Short blonde hair that's pulled up into like dark sunglasses that seem to be like in her hair. Pretty well fit officer. She's got dog tags around her neck, and that's about it.
Yeah, and you see them both clad in RPD uniform in front of you.
And my uniform.
Yeah. Friends of yours?
Yes, this is Goldie. What's up, Goldie?
She just runs up to Chauncey and bear hugs him.
I accept.
I accept. So, like, is it like a door, or like I imagine that like the door that she just ran out of?
Yeah. No, at this point they've all come out from in the street. I mentioned that earlier.
Oh, go. Yeah. Well, I wanted to look back in because of that, scared of that gunshot. I just want to look back and make sure that there's nothing else inside of like the warehouse or.
No, there doesn't seem to be anything that you can see.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna like post up by the entrance, anyways.
Okay.
What brings you guys over here? What exactly are you doing?
We heard a not really a distress call, but I guess you could call it that, from the university, saying that they had a possible way out.
Yeah, we heard that too.
Why weren't you back at the station?
Trust me, Chauncey, I would have rather stayed, but
At this point, Officer Willis, you could see him kind of shying away.
that's cute. But she points over at her partner. He said that we should come and check for survivors. So.
Hey, Officer Ford said it was a good idea.
Sure.
I agree. We should check for survivors, but I also agree that we should be leaving town.
Hey, I don't disagree with you there.
Ford's the one that wanted to stay, right?
No. Ford was the one that wanted to leave.
Yeah. Okay. Ford's on my page.
Yeah.
I need to remember that.
Mhm.
Ford. Okay.
Where?
Ford's got his head on right. I don't know about that other guy. Can't remember his name.
Branna.
Brenna is delusional.
Marvin Branna.
So,
As Allie sees more people with Chauncey than she's probably ever seen with Chauncey, she's gonna be like, "Hey, who are those people?"
those people be my friends now. I can trust them.
Yeah, hello. I'm
She
Katara.
Katara?
Yeah.
I'm Allie. You can call me Allie. You don't have to call me Gold or Goldie.
She goes by Goldie.
And she kind of like slaps Chauncey on the cheek. Oh, Chauncey.
Good old Goldie Hawn there.
She kind of, before like Emil even says anything, she kind of walks over to him.
He's not saying anything.
Good. Well, before he has the chance, she walks over to him and she's like, "Yeah."
Yep. Totally missed that.
Heard nothing.
We thought it was like a suspenseful talk.
Yeah, and then it was just like. Can you run
Walks
that by
over to
us one
Emil
more time?
And says, "You're military, aren't you?"
Yeah.
Interesting.
Rifle. Yeah.
I made it for sure. God.
I'm gonna look back in the warehouse. Make sure I don't see any movement.
Yeah,
shot
all
the
still seems clear.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know.
Okay. You're just looking.
signal you guys. Human.
Wait, what'd you say?
She said she shot to
It
signal
said
you guys.
I shot that. Yeah, I shot it to signal you guys.
You probably also signaled every zombie in the area.
Oh,
Do we call them zombies?
Yeah,
I think we call them zombies. We've heard
you've-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard the police refer to them as zombies at the very least.
Okay.
Well, Chauncey, sometimes you gotta make choices.
Well, from all the gunfire that's been happening around here, we're gonna need to keep moving.
I agree.
Those the ones in the houses they're pretty riled up.
You all headed to?
University find you.
Well, Chauncey, never leave me behind, would ya?
Nope. It's not me. I never leave anybody behind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Did. We should probably get moving.
Are you still heading to the university?
Yeah, we're not leaving here until we find what happened to the survivors, if they're still around, anything like that.
Mm.
And my partner says it all.
So is he a rookie?
You can tell by looking at him that he's a rookie. Yeah, I would say you in particular can. You've been on the force a good long while.
Yeah.
You've seen his kind before.
Lead the way.
The rookie, lead the way.
This brash optimism.
Lead this show here, bro.
That brash optimism is gonna get someone hurt.
Sorry. But I mean, we gotta do something, right?
Puts her hand on Willis's shoulder and goes, I understand. I think me and Chauncey should take point.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Yeah. And he kind of saunters to the back, ready to get in a formation.
Emil is like heavily rolling.
You said he's rolling his eyes?
He's heavily rolling his eyes, with this, seeing this guy move around. He's just like, this isn't a good idea. This isn't a good idea. I don't like this guy.
What? Well, like it or not, I'm going in there with you.
I'm only going in there because you're going in there. You're gonna get yourself hurt, kid.
Well, we should, while we're here, at least check to see if they're survivors.
Oh, absolutely.
Question out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Is Chauncey sporting at this moment?
Like
Okay,
what?
at this moment.
I'm wearing full riot gear. Like,
Oh yeah, that's true.
When she ran up to try to bear hug him, she was like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I am pretty much the Juggernaut without the helmet.
No, actually, you have the full armor. Riot gear armor comes with a helmet too.
Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
it's like kind of a
Yeah.
black tactical helmet you kind of have strapped under your chin.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I am full on Punisher mode. Give me a white paint and paint me a skull on the front, and we're ready to go.
oh yeah.
Okay, anyway. It was actually like if he actually had a gun out or not.
Oh yeah. There's never a day that there's not a gun extended from my end.
Which one are
was
you
really-
brandishing right now?
I'm still brandishing my SMG and my combat knife.
Okay.
So technically, whenever I hugged you with a gun and a knife.
Just perfect firearm safety right there. Just like, oh hey.
But you can see over my shoulder would be a shotgun, and my AR-15 over the opposite shoulder, I guess. It'd be
Yeah.
like-
Have them kind of like cross straps,
Yeah.
like making an X on your back.
Question to Chauncey then. Recognize either one of those guns.
You recognize the AR at least. The AR has been my break the glass toy.
Yay.
If you mention anything, I'm going to tell you that it's been a sad couple days that somebody broke in and stole all my guns from my house.
Sad
And this
day.
is all I got. I mourn all of the loss of my guns just as much as I mourn Mike Foster's death.
She walks over and she sees the AR and she kind of pats the AR and she goes, "Oh, I see you have Old Faithful with you."
Yeah, like I said, break glass in case of emergency. Look around. Looks like an emergency.
Can we be walking while we're
Yeah, you guys are totally.
Emil is uncomfortably taking up the rear.
Just to keep. So, are you even behind Willis then?
Probably. I'm keeping an eye. No, I'm keeping an eye on Willis.
Yeah, and you see Willis now actually keeping an eye on him. Yeah, you see him kind of walking forward with a standard issue Beretta M9 in his hand, kind of getting ready to clear some rooms. You also see strapped across his back a pump action shotgun with kind of like a wooden stock on the end of it. So, as you guys are walking forward.
I guess the line is still Katara in the front. And then me, Goldie, then Wilson and Emil?
Willis, yeah.
Or Willis, yeah, Willis.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the marching order.
Yeah.
So as you guys approach the front, you see on the front end of the campus this 2-story aged looking building. There's a navy blue and white banner near the entrance with Raccoon University printed on it. And as you get even closer, you see near the entrance this poster to the side, lit up in the clear day sun, saying in all caps, "One night only, public debate. Dr. Sean Lennox versus Dr. Elliot Walker, September 24th at Warren Theater."
Oh. Look over at Katara. I guess that makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, Dr. Walker, he's into the academic fields.
That would explain a lot of that would explain the attack that happened. Probably hunting after him.
It's hard to tell. Either way, we should head in and find out what we could.
I'm like, do you recognize the other name?
Dr. Sean Lennox. Let me think about that. Let me just roll a dice real quick.
System.
No, it's not ringing any bells.
All right. Well, let's move through here quickly. I don't want to be here.
Actually, no, yeah, not ringing any bells. Again, I give her advantage just because she would know it, but nope,
She doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, let's move quickly. I don't want to be here.
So,
We,
yeah, what? Go ahead. I was just gonna say.
No, I'm done.
I was just gonna say, you can see this big 2-story building in front of you. You also see that you can go around it if you so desire, but and then you could go kind of deeper into the campus, you know, just towards
like
the other buildings
administration?
behind it. Yeah, it looks to be like a big administration building front-ending the campus, but it's up to you.
Can we see any like movement in windows or anything ahead, like where survivors would be?
I mean, you can, like in this building in front of you.
In the distance also.
Well, because like
that would
right now
point
you
us in the
guys are
right
like,
direction.
yeah, right now you guys are right up to the front of this building, so you can't see around it. You just know that it's not closed off around it. You would have seen earlier, but
So we have to go through it to get to the actual campus.
you don't have to. But it's what's directly in front of you.
Well, I mean, you have to get through it or around it.
Yeah, you could go through it. You could go around it.
Yeah, but like we have to get past it somehow
Yeah.
before we get to the actual buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably not going to be anything useful in administration, unless you're looking for paperwork.
Well, it's still. You hear
Did the survivors say where they were in the university, or just the university?
I'll have you make an intelligence check just to see if you recall. Just make a straight
Oh, man.
intelligence just from memory.
All right, let's turn around and get back to the armor. Okay,
That's 3 miles, bro.
you're right. What is it? Just a straw raw intelligence?
Yeah, just straight intelligence.
12.
Nah, can't quite gather if they did
Somewhere
specify or not.
Somewhere in the university.
Yeah, you start thinking about it, but you can't remember the specifics, semantics of the particular message they're broadcasting.
Yeah. Do we even know where to begin to look for all these survivors?
And you hear Ellis pipe up, I guess right next to you, but from the back for everyone else. He's like, well, I mean, I don't know, but the way I see it, you should probably be in the business of searching every building. You never know.
Yeah, I'll just be quicker if we know where to start. All right.
Is there a door in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay, can I open it and just holler up there? Anybody in here?
All right, you open the door up and you peek your head in. You yell that out. You hear your voice reverberate into a massive lobby with polished marble floors that's now stained in blood. And you see in front of you, like, about 8 zombies roaming the floor. Just, like, look over in your direction.
Let's shut the door. Say they're not in there. Let's walk away. Let's walk away.
All right. You walk away.
They're not there. Let's go. Next building.
Okay, so you're walking around. Which side of the building are you walking around?
Always to the right.
Really quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Going. Allie is going to take and go the other way.
What happened?
You want to go to the left?
What she's trying to do is she's trying to make it so that they meet up at the other end, like
Yeah, so you're just going the opposite direction of the rest of the group?
around the building in the opposite direction.
Okay,
I think we should probably stick together. We'll make a circle
the other
around.
side.
We got to come back, so we'll make one big circle around the campus. Come back to old Hummeroo. There at the other end.
Oh, anyway.
So what are you doing then? Are you still going in the opposite direction, even hearing Chauncey say that?
Yep.
Okay,
she's
so
gonna
yeah,
go.
she still peels off. You see her start heading the other way around the building.
That woman.
So her and Willis?
Like,
did you mention Willis?
grab him.
Oh, you grabbed Willis?
I said she took Willis with
Oh, okay.
her, yeah.
Yeah, so you, her and Willis start heading around the other side of the building then. I missed that bit.
I guess I'm going with Chauncey.
All right. So yeah, you, Chauncey, and Katara, the old party, start heading around the right side of the building. There's kind of, paths that lead around. You see there's it's really spacious, so there's a good amount of distance between this building and the other one, and so you could just kind of follow the path around, and it leads you to this kind of courtyard area. It's a massive open air space with 4 paved walkways converging from the corners to a beautiful stone fountain structure at the center. Between the walkways are wide expanses of grass broken up by a few stone benches here and there. Very kind of scenic. So yeah, this is a massive open courtyard, and from here you could see all of the buildings of the campus. There's the administration building directly behind you, which would have been the west end of the campus. And then to your left, which would be the north, you could see the Fitzgerald Center. At least Qatar recognizes it as such, but you see this large kind of building.
Is it like an auditorium?
Yeah, well, it looks like... Well, first, directly opposite you guys, you see a large building with the words Warren Theater in gigantic metal lettering across it. So that one looks to be like a kind of auditorium type building. It's got kind of stairs leading up to it. And that building's connected by skywalk to the building on your left, which would be to the north. And that's a kind of massive 3-story building stretching across the entire northern front. That's a large building. And then to the south, which would be to on your right hand side, are 3 smaller buildings, one of which is 2 stories in height with the words Residence Hall in less impressive metal lettering than the theater, but they're nonetheless and still visible from this distance.
It's been too long since I've set foot in a university.
And at this point, you guys kind of converge on the other side and kind of reunite on the opposite side of the administration building. You do see a back door to it as well. That seems to be another way of exit or entrance. But you also see out in the middle of this courtyard, there are about 20 zombies or so just roaming around. There's a really wide open space. But yeah, there's about 20 zombies. Yeah, in the open courtyard area. In the middle of all the buildings, you see about 20 zombies or so. Yeah, very well spread out, just like all like dozens of feet apart, perhaps between them. But yeah, they look mostly to be in their late teens, early 20s. They look like students, just kind of roaming aimlessly.
Immediate flashbacks to my nightmares.
Your nightmares. Oh, ouch.
So, are we gonna clear this out? Try to skirt around them. I think there's too many. I don't know if you have the ammo for it.
How many total?
It looks to be, in the ballpark of 20 or so.
I mean, I got ammo.
Yeah.
But is it worth it?
It depends if we're going to be moving through here a lot. It might. If we're going to be. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's the nearest building going straight? Not straight, but like, okay, so I'm picturing they're like in a round courtyard, yes?
Yeah, well, kind of a big square courtyard, I guess you could imagine it as, Okay. So it's like surrounded on each side by buildings.
Nearest building going up.
Like going just straight across from where you guys are?
Okay. So it would be straight across from where we are, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the Warren Theater, is directly across from you guys, which is connected by skywalk to the building to your left.
Okay, so first of all, we need to find out where we're going.
Well, if we're gonna move into the buildings, we can just avoid everyone in the courtyard.
Are they spread out or are they in one chunk?
Oh, they're real spread out. They're just all kind of wandering aimlessly. And again, this courtyard is like
we could probably take them if you wanted
200, 300 feet across.
Oh,
it's mostly. Do you say 300?
Yeah,
yes.
Like it's a very large courtyard area.
We could weasel some in to us.
I mean, by this point, if you guys are still standing around talking, some are gonna start to take note of you and start heading in your direction.
The closest few.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, just because this area is just kind of unobstructed and you guys are still just kind of standing around, about 10 of them start to look to be peeling in your direction.
All right.
At their slow pace.
I said we clear them out. It'll at least we can clear them out, get rid of them. It'll also alert any survivors that there are people here, and they'll know what we're about. They'll know what we're about if they look out a window and see us clearing this area.
How far is the closest one to us?
The closest one to you, there's still there's some that are kind of like nearer to your corner. I would say the closest one's about 30 feet out.
I'm gonna go up and can I try to stealth kill this thing?
They already noticed us, right?
Yeah, the ones closest to you already have noticed you, just from you guys standing around talking. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'm gonna shoot at it.
All right. I'm gonna start taking shots at the ones far away.
Yeah, you take the long shot. I'll take the short game.
Yeah.
All right.
At some of the 10 who haven't even noticed us.
Yeah. All right.
Can Allie also shoot at the one Chauncey is shooting at?
Okay.
What are you brandishing? What do you got, weapon-wise?
He's got a normal M9 standard issue handgun. Assuming it would be like the RPD's handgun.
Yeah, it's a standard issue within the RPD.
Check this out. I found this. It's an SMG. Would you like to use it?
You know me.
I'm showing you. I know you. So, would you like to use this? I found it.
She holsters her handgun and she takes it, looks at it.
I'm also gonna give you all the bullets for it. There's 50 rounds.
Hey, let me quickly put that in my inventory.
All right.
And the SMG currently has 15 rounds in it.
You said 50 rounds?
50 rounds of SMG ammo, 9mm SMG, and that's a 5.0, just in case. And then 15 in the SMG, so 1.5.
Yeah, so you're giving her the TMP?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just get you the stats for that.
Yep.
And go ahead and give her the
hello.
combat knife. Give her the combat knife as well.
Okay.
It's very complimentary when you use these two together. And just for saying sake, you can have the ammo in case you need it instead of asking me while I have it.
Chauncey, do you need a knife?
No, I've got this.
Okay.
And I pull out the shotgun.
Because I'm gonna be in the back, so if you want to use my knife, you can.
Okay.
No, thank you.
So as they're getting closer, I'll allow all of you guys to take the round of attacks that you guys are preparing, and then I guess I'll have you all roll initiative.
Okay. So, are the ones in the back within my optimal range?
What's the optimal range on your weapon?
300 to 400.
I'll say one of them is in your optimal range.
Oh, just one.
Can you back up?
Yeah, like, can I get into a position that would, like, yeah, because I was thinking just like backing up so I can get primo.
I would say yes. If you were to back up, I would add a few more of them to your effective or to your optimal range. But you wouldn't be, if you're to do it first, you wouldn't be able to attack until after rolling initiative.
So okay, so I'll take a shot at the one that I can now, and then move back during my initiative.
Gotcha. All right. So go ahead and everybody who's making attacks, roll your attacks.
Okay, and that's
a question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know this. Can you split fire rate or not?
No, you can't.
You can't split your shots between targets.
Yeah.
You can split your attacks between targets.
If you have multiple attacks, you can split your attacks between targets. But yeah, fire rate is all within one attack.
This is gonna be fun.
And she is going to take shots at the one closest to.
My hand is drifting towards my adrenaline needle.
Drifting.
You already stabbed me with the adrenaline needle, didn't you? Or I already used it, didn't I?
15.
15 to hit. So yeah, that definitely also Officer Willis is following Allie's lead and shooting at the targets that she's going to be shooting at. So yeah, that definitely hits a zombie. So go ahead and roll your damage. How many shots were you firing? You didn't I don't know if you specified.
I did. It was 3.
Okay, 3 shots.
Oh,
And
thought I'd
Officer,
you better than that.
Officer Willis is gonna
Did you pray?
fire 2 shots with his M9 at the same zombie. That also hits.
Yeah, I'm not gonna adrenaline yet.
He deals 5 points of piercing damage to that target. And you said you were shooting at. Okay.
5.
Also 5 points.
The one closest.
Yeah, the one closest. The one that Chauncey was also shooting at.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, I haven't chose one yet, so...
Oh, I thought you said you did.
Okay, well.
That
So-
one.
Yeah,
The one you
Yeah,
choose.
that
Either
one.
way. So how much damage from Allie?
5 piercing.
Okay, 5 points of piercing. So
I'm
you
not
fire
used
forth
to-
this
I'm not
this
used
burst.
to guns, people.
Does she not have any mobility?
Yeah, it's true.
What was that?
Yeah, what's her mobility?
Say it again.
I can't,
What's your mobility?
I can't hear. Oh, what's my mobility? Oh, I was wondering. 1, so 6.
Okay, so 6 points. That makes a difference. It actually really does. So be sure to add those to your
6 points. Oh.
range
those
to
add
damage
up.
rolls.
Those
Yeah.
add up.
I had the to hit. I just didn't have the
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If she's doing
damage.
Uh-huh.
so, if she's doing the 3 shots, it's just added to the end of the whole thing. It's not per shot.
No. Yeah, it's just
Right, okay,
because
yeah.
it's technically still one attack.
Got it.
So, all right, yeah. So that you seem to have done some damage to that zombie in unison with your partner. Actually, I need to get his stuff back up.
Can I take a
I get
bonus
advantage.
action, or is this not?
You're allowed to take bonus action, yeah, during this initial round. You have your full capability.
Cool. She's gonna go into her berserker rush.
Okay, so you enter a berserker rush and you just start honing
I'm
your
sorry, did you
focus.
say
Your
berserker?
veins just start bulging. So
Adrenaline rush.
no, berserker rush.
Oh.
No, it's berserker. It's
shit.
like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. It's your fighting style.
No,
cool.
it was a subclass, more particularly.
Oh, okay.
It looks the same to me though.
Yeah, you don't know.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
The martial
what that's
path
doing.
is what I meant.
Yeah.
All right, so I get advantage for optimal, right?
Yep. Roll with advantage.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Oh, I didn't specify, but I was gonna do 2 shots.
Okay. If you don't specify, I'll assume you're taking full
Maximum.
shots then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my rule. You don't say it. You spit the bullets either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's only a problem if I want to like hold back on it, I guess. Oh, that's
Yeah.
not a good shot at all. That's 11
Oh
piercing.
dear. 11 points of piercing to the one in the
Farthest back.
farthest back. All right. So
Zombie corner pocket.
All right. So yeah, you fire your 2 shots off with the Dragunov, and you manage to hit him for 11 points of damage. As you see the bullets impact against them off in the distance through your scope. Pretty much nobody else can see that guy way back there, but you can.
Yeah.
All right.
I hit him in the shoulder.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did we short rest after we fought in that basement area, the armory area?
Did you guys? Well, could we have short rested in the Hummer?
I will say you would have to have specified.
Okay.
You guys have to say that you're
we
taking
didn't
a
stop.
short rest.
Yeah. But that's what I was wanting to, because I think we took a short rest before we went back down with Roy, and I can't remember if I adrenaline rushed on that character, on that weird thing that we fought last time.
The G mutant? I'm pretty sure you did. I want to say you did.
I think so too, but I don't know or recall if we short rested after.
You haven't rested after that fight.
I don't think you have, because then Emil was just rushing after that, looking for
Arkia.
So
because I was too busy looking for Arkia.
I don't think we short rested either, because I used it initially on the dogs, and then you gave me the needle and I used it when we fought.
I don't know if you used the needle.
I don't remember. I don't have it in my inventory.
Didn't you give the needle to the other cop, to the female cop?
That's right.
I gave it to her.
And then I adrenaline rushed. I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
Because you did it naturally, and then we had to use adrenaline, and we didn't even get to do anything.
Yeah. So, you wouldn't have your adrenaline rush then, but be sure to keep track of that kind of stuff.
I need a tab. I need to start taking tabs on that one. That's my bad. That's why I was making sure. But you said, is there only one zombie within 30?
Yeah, there looks to be maybe like 2 zombies within 30.
Okay, I'm gonna rush the one that has not been hit yet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and let 2 bullets loose.
With the shotgun?
I'm gonna go up to it. I'm gonna go up to effective optimal range.
Okay, with your shotgun. So you're within its reach now.
Yeah, I'm within its reach. I'm up in its face.
He's a tank now, though.
Yeah, that's true. With your new
I kind of
AC.
want to like point the shotgun into its neck, point up into
doing
its
the
skull,
classic Resident Evil thing, where how you get the headshots on the shotguns. Yeah. So, well, I mean, you technically can't do a headshot yet, but I'll say roleplay wise, that's what you're trying to do.
If things go good, that's the way I want it to be.
So, go ahead and roll your attack. Come on.
So 2. Yep, there it goes.
Oh!
That 20 plus 5, 25.
We should be donating to charity for this number of nat 20s. All right.
I'm sure that hits.
This was
you did what he said, right?
Yeah. So you walk up, you get under its chin, firing from the hip with your Benelli, and you take 2 shots. Go ahead and roll your damage for that one.
Oh man, that's intense. Okay, so that's
also
4.
double because it's a critical hit.
So
double the damage dice.
8d12 or 8d8 plus 2.
It's
plus 3 now because
because your gloves.
It is so.
29.
So you come up to this. You come up under this guy's chin and just with your shotgun, and its head explodes all over the grass behind it. It falls to the ground, decapitated, and is no more.
It's even better is I fired at an optimum range and I didn't even get to use the advantage.
Yeah, you didn't even need the advantage.
No advantage to it. Do I have to do like a wisdom thing with the whole brains exploding?
No. That was just for doing it with your bare hands.
Okay, just making sure.
And plus, they're zombies.
Yeah. I have no remorse.
Yeah,
so
shooting them in the head is fine.
I'm
stomping them out is
stomping them out is a problem because that's just a little too grimy.
It's personal. Plus, they were RPD.
I just figured how hardcore that was. But yeah, all right. That's it.
That's all you can do. All right. So now I think everybody's done their moves.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative.
Reset all these numbers.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
You said my initiative because my initiative went up with mobility.
Yep. It's +1 on initiative as well. Oh dear.
Roll all the digits. Did I kill that thing though? For real? Like it's dead?
No, it's dead.
Decapitated.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's decapitated.
Like that is not even a Crimson Head zombie anymore.
Yeah, he can't turn into a Crimson Head.
I know technically I didn't do the headshot, so you can.
Well, critical hits do have the same effect.
Okay, cool.
So that's another way to do it.
Nice.
Because technically,
Gonna be the way I'm gonna do it from now
a
on.
critical hit in Resident Evil is a headshot. Or exploding headshots, more specifically.
Yeah.
Alright, so, sound off. What the initiative, left to right?
Emil 12.
Alright, Emil at 12. What was that?
And Chauncey's at 15.
Okay, I didn't get Allie's.
4
Okay,
for
4.
Allie.
Chauncey at 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to roll for Katara as well. I believe she's a +1.
I totally forgot about Katara. What'd she do?
What'd you have?
She was just kind of hanging back.
Have her holding an attack with flame spray.
Yeah, she's holding flame spray for if any get within range, but she's not gonna like break line, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, she's a buffer between them and me.
Exactly, exactly.
That's exactly what Katara would have done.
Probably. All right. So, top of the round, Chauncey, you're up.
No. Where's the next nearest son of a bitch? Let's go.
There's the one that was damaged by your 2 fellow police officers.
Was there one?
Oh, I also
further
forgot
on
about. I almost forgot about Willis.
Aw.
Sorry, Willis. All right, there we go.
Where are you going, Willis?
So you're looking for one that's not the one that they just shot at?
Unscarred. I like my meat untainted.
Actually, Willis is gonna take his turn first, but you think about what you're doing.
I'm already ready. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah. So he is going to go ahead and take 2 more shots at the same zombie that he was working on. So that's a natural 20. I don't know why it's so much today.
What?
So he takes his 2 shots, dealing 11 points of piercing damage, and he shoots that zombie dead. Well, actually, he puts 2 shots to, or 1 shot to the body, and then another shot to the head, and its head goes, and he blows the top half of its head clean off, and it falls to the ground dead.
Yes.
I don't know what's up with Willis, man. This is throwaway NPC I made. He rolled 2 natural 20s in Allie's solo session.
Nice.
So this is his 3rd natural 20 for existing for like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna give him an air high 5 from a distance. Like, good shot, man.
He gives you a nod of respect, knowing you by reputation.
And then I'm gonna. Is that the end of his move?
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of his turn. So, what's up, Chauncey?
I'm gonna go to the nearest zombie that I can shoot with my shotgun.
Okay, so you're moving on to the next one. So I would say you could get to within optimal range of the next closest with your 30 feet of movement, I'll say, if that's what your plan is.
Yep.
All right.
And 2, preferably the same way. If we
all right, 2 shots.
Yeah,
that's the thing though. That optimum range is actually really killer because you crit more often with that, just because of the sheer number of rolls you're doing. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Now here's the advantage. Oh, there it is.
Oh, so close, but that definitely hits either way. Go ahead and roll for damage with your 2 shots with the Benelli.
4.
So you walk up again, attempting the same maneuver, and you bring your shotgun up and just fire off 2 shots at close range.
8 plus 3. Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
so you fire
20
those
points of piercing.
All right, 20 points of piercing. You fire off 2 shots, and you see another one get blown back, flattened against the ground. He seems to be down for the count.
Yeah! Show you how this is done. I'm just like, I'm picturing this dude full
you're
just running up.
Yeah, you're just running through, cleaning house, man. All right, is that your turn?
I moved all my movement.
Yep.
All right, then yeah.
Emil, you're next.
I'm gonna move all my movement back.
Yeah. So yeah, you could get back, and I would say you could add 2 more zombies to your optimum range. So there's currently 3 zombies in your optimal range, one of which is half damaged, it looks.
Yeah.
After you shot it.
I'm gonna continue working on the one in the. Actually, they're probably gonna start moving soon, so I'm gonna spread out the damage a little bit while I still have this advantage. I'm gonna hit one of them that's not been hit yet.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for attack. How many shots?
Because that's good. 2 shots. It's gonna take a while for them to get here, right? I imagine. 300 feet.
They're moving at 30 feet around, so it'll take them about 10 rounds.
Turns. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm meeting them in the middle, so it's cool.
Yeah, we got this. We got this.
You guys are just cleaning house right now. That hits.
All right.
Roll for damage.
I got advantage.
Oh, right. Yeah, optimal range.
No, okay, no 20.
No,
No 20.
no 20, but
All right.
go ahead and roll your damage against that guy.
My 2 shots.
So you're attacking,
That's
though.
a 16 to hit, or 16 to damage, 16 piercing
Okay.
on one of the undamaged ones.
Yeah. Is this the one closest to you, or?
Probably the one closest to me, 300
Okay.
feet away.
Okay,
No
so.
modifier?
No,
There's
he's.
no modifiers. Wow.
He's been that way this whole time. So you take your
Yeah.
2 shots, and as the shot echoes throughout this courtyard, you see the 2 splatters against its chest in the distance. You seem to have done some serious damage, but he is still standing.
Like, yeah, so, yeah, that's all I can do.
20 is obviously the magic number, guys.
I
20
do-
kills them.
All
Do they
right,
have,
so
like, varying healths? Or that a quick question out of game, I'm sorry. Do they have like varying healths and stuff? Like
you don't know. So
I'm-
Katara is
I
up
didn't know if that
next.
was a
She's going to again. She's holding the line. She's about on the same level with Allie and her partner, Officer Willis, and she's going to hold her action in case any get close. She's going to flame spray him. She see her at the ready with her lighter and canister. Next up, Allie.
1 second, because my headphones are being dumb, so
Oh no.
can't hear you.
Oh.
I know, but I can only assume that you can hear me. So,
Yeah, we hear you.
so Allie, or the SMG out. Can she take the knife out as well?
Yeah, you could. Well, you already had them both in hand, did you not? After Chauncey
Yeah, well,
handed them to you.
I mean, I figured I would have.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you put them away and then take them out again.
No. She wouldn't be
no,
that
yeah.
silly.
Yeah, yeah. So you got them
okay.
both out, and they're both light weapons, which means you can do 2-weapon fighting with them.
Oh no. Yes. So, what she's gonna do is she's gonna take 3 shots at the nearest one she can get to. Which is, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, he's about like 40, 50 feet out. What's the range on your weapon? What's the effective range at least?
Look really quick. I have everything collapsed here. Let me see here. Blade. 50 to 30 feet
5 to 30.
is 150.
So 5 to 30. So he's outside of your effective range. But what's your maximum range again?
150.
150? Yeah, so you could attack him with disadvantage.
Move up.
Okay, you're gonna move to get within 30 feet of him.
The effective range.
Okay, yeah, you can do that, and now your attack does not have disadvantage. You only need about like 10 feet or so. So go ahead and roll your attack then. Straight attack.
So.
All right, that hits. Roll for damage.
Nice.
As you take aim with the TMP and fire off a 3-round burst in his direction. Let's see how much damage this does.
3.
All right, so you fire off a
all right.
3-round burst, and you see it impact across his chest. Seems to have done a good hit, and that he is still standing though. So I take it that's going to be your turn. Actually, no, you have 2 attacks. Are you going to take the second one?
I was just about to say she's gonna take another attack.
All right, go ahead and roll it. Is it the same one? The same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 attacks with a TMP. That's a lot of bullets flying.
Yeah, it's a lot of bullets.
It's a lot of bullets.
Well, firing in 3-round bursts here. Are you doing 3 rounds again in this attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, three, same, pretty much exactly the same attack.
Yeah. All right, that hits as well. Go ahead and roll damage once again.
There.
All right, so you fire off another 3-round burst at him, and they impact in the same sort of way. He still seems to be standing, but he is just like reeling and he's limping along weakly. All right, is that going to be Allie's turn?
That's it.
All
That's
right.
all.
So, next up is the zombies.
They all move 30 feet forward.
They all move 30 feet forward. So I would say, I think it's gone back to only one being in your optimal range.
Same guy that I hit before.
Emil. Yeah, the same guy that was way in the back that you hit before. And the guy that Allie was just shooting at is now, actually, I would say 2 zombies get into within striking distance of Chauncey, and they're going to start attempting to hit him. So they're going to come at you with
biggest
bites.
target.
Oh, that was
So close.
That was so very close.
Oh, the stream can't see it because we don't have the battle map up, but the dice, the 3D dice was lingering on a 20. So 17.
No.
All right, and 19.
Yes.
All right, so one of them, they both go for you. You manage to duck out of the way of one, but into the grasp of another one as he grabs you and bites down, dealing...
There we go.
3 points of damage, 2 of which is piercing and 1 is necrotic. But you are currently grappled by this guy.
Okay.
All right, so that is going to be their turn because I don't believe, they can't get into in range of the line. So that is going to, that's going to end their turn. So next up, top of the round, is Willis. He's gonna go ahead and make another shot at the he's gonna go for the one that was already damaged by Allie and is right next to Chauncey, but not the one grappling him. That hits him, dealing, again, firing 2 shots as he does. 5 points of damage. He goes ahead and double taps the one to the right and actually finishes him off. It falls to the ground dead. So that is going to be his turn. He's going to maintain his position. Next up is Chauncey. You're grappled by a zombie currently. You just saw one go down right next to you, though.
To ungrapple, though, I have to strength check?
It would be an athletics check to just straight up break out of the grapple. But you could also make attacks as well, and those would cause him to do, he would have to make a strength saving throw if he takes damage.
I mean, you're gonna blow his head up, so.
Yeah, I didn't want to waste the shot. So, can I just punch him in the face?
I mean, yeah, you could punch him in the face if you want.
I'm gonna go for a punch. What would that?
That would just be a d20 plus strength, because you don't have proficiency in unarmed strikes.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, you just reel back with your offhand, just bah.
Nope.
That just hits. Go ahead and roll a d4 and add your strength modifier.
Nice.
So that's 4 bludgeoning.
Four bludgeoning.
All right, so you pop him in the face and he reels back. He needs to make a strength saving throw with a DC of 9. Let's see what he can do. Nope. So he just doesn't make it. So you pop him in the face and he just reels, stumbles back completely off balance.
Get the hell off me.
All right. And I guess that's going to be your turn because you don't have your adrenaline rush.
I can move though, right?
You can, but he'll take an opportunity attack against you.
Oh well. Let's get out of here. Actually, nobody's really within firing distance of this thing except for Emil, which he's firing at a target way down the line. Yeah, I'll stand my ground, I guess. I really didn't want to this round, but I didn't
Okay,
expect
you're just gonna stay there?
either. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Emil.
All right, so I'm not gonna move any farther back. I'm gonna finish off the dude in the back.
All right. Taking a shot at the one furthest
Yeah.
back. Go ahead and roll
The
with
one
advantage.
just the one guy I hit before. Oh, that was the wrong button. Where that one?
We'll take that as damage if you do hit.
Sure. Yeah, it's a 10.
Yeah, you still hit. Good thing you didn't get the natural one.
Oh, yeah, that is a natural one.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
so
13
yeah, so
damage.
you
Piercing.
deal 13 points of piercing damage firing off those 2 shots, and you manage to put him in the ground. He falls at the second shot, catches his shoulder, and he spins out and lands on the ground dead.
All right, that's one down. I'm actually going to move up now. That way I'm within everyone else's range. Since I'm not. None of the other zombies are within my optimal range, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna walk up to make sure I'm within range of my allies.
All right. So
And
are you
that'll
kind
be
of
it.
moving up to the line where Katara and Ali are still at?
No further than Katara and
Or
Ali.
rather, Katara and Willis, because
Yeah.
Ali moved up.
I'm gonna no further than them.
All right, gotcha, Chief. And that's your turn.
Yes.
All right, Katara's action remains the same. She's holding the line. Next up, Ali.
Okay, this could be the really cool or really bad.
All right, what are you doing?
Seeing the zombies starting to go after Chauncey, and then one dropping and all of that good stuff. She's gonna turn around and run at the zombie that he pushed off of him.
Okay.
Tackle it to the ground.
Okay. Well, you can't knock it prone or anything like that because you don't have the proper maneuvers for that. But you could. At least I don't believe you.
Run and check it.
But you could attempt to make an unarmed melee attack against it if that's what you're trying to do.
I was gonna stab it.
Okay, stab it. All right, go ahead and roll. Roll for an attack.
Strength or mobility?
It could be either because I believe that weapon has finesse, does it not? Did I get you the stats for that?
Yeah, you did.
The knife? Okay, good.
You did.
Yeah. I believe it has finesse. If it's the combat knife.
Yeah, properties finesse, light, throw.
Yep. All right, yeah, so it has finesse. So it could be mobility or strength, whichever's higher for you.
This is strength.
Yeah. So strength proficiency, go ahead and roll it.
And I also want to add bleed to this.
Okay.
I totally freaking forgot about that again.
Yeah. So you so go ahead and roll for the attack first because you have to see if you hit.
Let me see here. 20.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage, adding a d4 of bleed.
That's d6. So 1d4 you said, right?
Yeah, for bleed.
Roll it first. Is that the same strength?
Yeah, plus strength for the damage because it's a melee attack.
Cool. I know.
What's the d6 for?
Was the blade damage?
It's a D8.
It's a d8, yeah.
If it's a combat knife.
You gave me blade then.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't give you the combat knife. It should be a d8.
Combat knife.
Yeah, combat knife is a 1d8
sorry.
flashing.
There you go.
Bad
Alright.
information. I'm sorry.
So,
7.
One better.
are you adding a d4 to that?
Okay, so I don't know how to do that.
Just roll a d4.
Just d4. Okay.
Okay, so 8 points of slashing damage in total as you add bleed as you cut across it, hitting the vital areas. And that was against the one that Chauncey just hit?
He knocked
Yeah,
off of him, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
You
you deal
punched
that
him.
damage.
points of
Yeah. You doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot it as well if it's not
Okay.
already dead.
Yeah, it still appears to be standing. You would be at disadvantage for the attack since you're in melee range.
So, I'm gonna stab it again.
Okay, go ahead and
Or
roll.
Slash it or
Yeah.
whatever she's doing.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Same as before, except you can't add bleed.
Yeah, bleed.
Yeah, that's once per
Because
turn.
I can only do that once. So 1d8.
All right, so 2 points of damage as you cut across it again with your
plus
backswing.
3. Because of her
Plus
strength.
3?
Oh, plus 2. So
Part 2, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't add it.
All right, so that's 4 points of damage
slashing
then?
damage. Yes.
All right, yeah, so you cut back across with that on your backswing. It still seems to be standing, but it's on its last legs.
So I'm done.
All right, next up, the zombies are all going to take their turn. So that one, being in your vicinity, is going to attempt to attack you. It's going to come in for a bite. It's 12 to hit.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's...
Barely.
Have we got
dealing.
the armor for you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you take... all right, so that's
Man.
3 points of damage. But I don't know why they're rolling ones. Freaking...
I'm not going to complain.
2 points of piercing halved to 1, so you take 1 point of damage from this guy, but you are grappled.
So this is the same one that just grappled me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just like cut up.
Yep.
Yeah, and
you
then
punched
you just
it, she cut it up.
and now it's just right back on her and just as it bites into your shoulder. So you take 1 point of piercing damage and you are grappled.
Alright.
And the others are going to start moving. One of them is going to get within range of Chauncey, and he's going to attempt to bite. That's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
All right, you take the same type of attack. That's 6 points of damage, 4 piercing, 2 necrotic. And you are also grappled as well, and the others are going to start converging. So that is going to end their turn. They all advance 30 feet. I would say at this point, a few other are beginning to encroach around the Chauncey Alley territory. And within the next turn, they'd be able to get back to the next line. But that is going to be their turn. Top of the round, Chauncey, or rather Willis first. I keep forgetting Willis is first. He's going to take some... Seeing his partner in danger. Yeah, No, yeah, because he was safe earlier and didn't shoot while they were grappling someone. So he's going to, again, play it safe, being the rookie, and shoot at the one nearby that's not grappling either of you. But he misses. He fires off 2 shots, and both of them go wide. And that is going to be his turn. Chauncey, now you're up.
Okay. Now I'm going to use my shotgun.
On this one that is grappling you, I take it.
This fresh, unscathed zombie that is grappling me, yes. Wow.
With
Is that an
advantage.
advantage?
Yeah, because he's within 5 feet of you, so.
Just making sure.
Well,
seen as the number.
Either way, it hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Right there. 15 points
All right.
of piercing.
everyone's rolling 1s on damage.
Yeah, I
I know,
know.
right?
All right, so you go firing 2 shots out at point blank range, and there's a huge splatter of blood right in front of you, almost spraying you. Makes a strength saving throw, and he doesn't make it because it's a DC of 20. So with the damage that you dealt, so yeah, he gets knocked right back off, and you are no longer grappled, but he is still standing. So is that going to be your turn?
No, now I'm going to move.
Okay, he will get an opportunity attack against you.
That's fine. Are they starting to? I wish I could see them because I have a strategy that I want to use, but I can't see them. So are they funneling in it?
That's a 22 to hit.
I didn't even move yet.
Right.
I'm asking a question.
Oh, I thought this was like after you moved because you said you were moving.
No. I want to. Yeah, I was thinking about moving. I don't know how far.
All right.
I'm not gonna move around it, but like, are they starting to funnel towards us now? Like,
Yeah, they're definitely all funneling towards you.
Okay, so yes, the 20 will hit. So you can go ahead and roll damage on that. But I am going to step back 30 feet from them.
Well, because you get grappled as well.
Even on a opportunity attacks.
Yeah, that's the way we've done it so far.
Yeah,
so I'll say that
now.
for consistency, that sticks.
So I thought he'd still be stumbling from just grappling me before, but okay. Yeah, all right, I'm grappled then.
Just latches back on.
Yeah, just like gets knocked back and then just bounces right back and throws his arms around you. So you take 3 points of damage.
I mean, he's just like hanging off you though.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not what I want to do.
What a hug.
Drawing by accident, I apologize.
All right, so is that going to be your turn, Chauncey?
I'm stuck here.
Emil, you're up.
All right. So I'm about how far away are Chauncey and what's her name? Allie or
Allie.
Gold?
Allie.
Or
Goldie.
Sure, Goldie. How far away is Chauncey and Goldie?
If you're at the line, then they're about 40 feet up, I do believe.
All right. I'm gonna take a shot at one of those. Willis hit someone, right?
He missed.
Okay. I'm gonna fire at that guy.
The one that he was shooting at?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Two
one
shots.
of the nearby untouched ones. All right. Make your 2 shots. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god.
What?
I need to holler some things at Katara.
16 piercing.
That's 16 piercing. That does a number. You hit him with both shots, and they impact in splatters of blood, but he's still standing. But he looks extremely rough.
And I can't reload, and that's an action.
That is an action to reload.
Okay. And applying adrenaline is an action as well.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. Can I put my weapon away?
Yeah, I'll say you could holster your weapon.
Okay, but
That's a free
drawing my
action.
knife after that, if I'm holstering it, drawing my knife would be an action.
Yes.
Or I mean, it would turn that into an action. Okay, so next round, I'm gonna do all that.
All right.
So I'm just putting my dragon away.
All right.
And I'm
good to
gonna
know.
move up to like 10 feet behind Willis.
All right. So you're currently way in the back then. No, wait, no.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
closer
way in the
now.
back.
But I was way in the back, but now I'm just way in the back.
Okay, so you're still behind the line.
Yeah,
boys,
I used to be like super in the back, but now I'm just kind of
Okay.
I'm just in the back.
All right, so you're behind Willis.
Yes.
Next up is Katara, and she's actually at this point she's just shaking her head, just like, oh, this isn't good. She's going to put her stuff back in her canister, and she's going to pull her grenade launcher out.
Wait.
What are you going to holler?
Can she throw the flashbang? She has it now.
She does. Are you saying that?
I'm yelling. Zara, flashbang!
As you're getting like eaten, you're just like,
You got a zombie hanging off of
Alright. And she's like, oh, yeah. And she just kind of, before she reaches for her grenade launcher, she does take out a flashbang. Hold on, actually, let me see. No, because she didn't complete it. She didn't pull anything out. She didn't finish anything. But let me check something right quick.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, can you have a weapon out and throw a grenade?
Well, she had the
Yeah, you can.
at the ready.
But yeah, she had flame spray at the ready, which was part of her kit, which isn't considered a weapon. But either way, she doesn't have anything else in her hands.
Okay.
So kind of looking back at you, after consulting the card, she's just like, oh, this, I just can't throw that far. That's not, that's not a plausible thing.
Move forward and throw. At any given point, you can use that thing. When you have a chance, I'm hollering that. When you have a chance, use it.
I think we should wait for that before they get a little bit more grouped up and it's a little more dire.
I mean, they kind of got us.
You're not really in any danger, though.
He hurt me. Couple more scratches, I'll be a cushion.
I'm right behind you. I'm behind you.
All right, so okay. At this point, she's gonna take the grenade launcher. She's gonna fire one round out behind them, getting the zombies kind of on the other. Seeing a kind of good crowd of zombies that are beginning to congregate on the other side of the action that's going on. But she is going to move forward after that. But first, she's just gonna launch back there. I'll say she's able to get the next. Let's say, hold on, let me roll for it.
20 of
She's
them.
able to get the next 6 zombies on the other side of you guys within her radius.
Very good.
So, I don't know what kind of round she had, but I'm just going to say explosive, because I think that's what she was using.
Yeah.
This would be the one that she would have used on the last time.
Exactly.
It gets used anyway. So really quick, let me just roll that damage, and then they need to make mobility saving throws. They're more than likely going to fail. Nope, they fail. So they all take 18 points of explosive damage as the next 6 zombies get caught in that explosion back there, and they all stumble outwards in a kind of radius.
This didn't hit the ones that are like holding us?
No.
Or would it hit us too?
Yeah. Too far away. Or too close? Yeah, those would be too close to you.
Yeah, that did a number. So
like there are now a significant amount of them that are like punched to death, like low.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So and then she's gonna move closer, and then she's gonna get the flashbang ready. But she is closer to you guys. She moves forward about 20 feet. Or I'll say 15 feet. So that's going to be her turn. Next up, the zombies. The 2 that are grappling are going to continue attacking. This one's to Allie. I don't take it that hits.
No.
And this one's to Chauncey. 13.
Does not hit.
Okay, so you're holding them both at bay, the ones that are assailing you. But by this point, as the rest of the horde moves forward, I would say one more gets to each of you. So this is for Allie. Same thing. This is for Chauncey. 18.
That just hits.
So you are still grappled by the same guy, we'll say, but you do take 5 points of damage from this newcomer who starts joining him in chowing down.
Right, now I'm starting to get angry.
How close is he to me?
Which one?
Chauncey.
Chauncey, you're 10 feet behind Willis. So he would be about 50 feet away.
Okay.
So that is going to be their turn. Top of the round. Willis is going to start taking a couple of shots at the ones behind you guys and the ones that have been damaged by explosions. So it takes 2 shots. Oh, that's a natural 20 again. Willis is the man.
What's wrong with this guy?
He is a rookie. He's got beginner's luck, man. So he comes out.
He's like some sort of undercover agent.
He fires 2 shots downrange, and from an extraordinary distance, manages to critically headshot the one of the ones that was damaged from the explosion behind the ranks of Chauncey and Allie, and he falls to the ground dead, its head completely blown out.
Wait, which one was this one?
This was one of the ones ahead of you guys who was damaged by the explosion.
Oh, okay. Damn it, should have shot the one holding us.
Yeah, he's too scared, man. Rookie doesn't want to shoot. Rookie doesn't want to risk shooting superior officers, so that's his turn, and he's gonna hold his ground. Next up, Chauncey.
I punch this thing in the face again.
All right, you're doing a punch.
What? Yeah. I guess I gotta punch it in the face. I'm gonna Joe Baker the shit out of this guy.
All right, go ahead and roll
strength,
your melee
right?
attack. Yep, just strength. No proficiency. That hits because they're not hard to hit. Go ahead and
D4
roll
plus strength.
D4 plus strength.
I need to write this one down if I'm gonna keep using it. 5 bludgeoning.
All right. That was the one that's against the one that's grappling you.
Yeah.
All right, that. So you rear back and again deliver another punch, just bah, right in the face, just a stiff jab, and your fist practically goes into his face, and in a splatter of blood, it just goes stiff and then falls backwards to the ground.
I just Joe Bakered that son of a bitch.
That was the exact number of hit points he had left.
Nice. I like that. Okay. Oh man, I wish I would have taken a short rest. I'm gonna stand my ground, I guess.
All right.
I really want to move, but you're gonna end up grappling. I'm gonna move.
All right.
I mean, you got heavy ass armor, man.
Yeah, that's what I said last time.
So you're moving which direction?
Taking 30 steps back toward the
All right.
group.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to be about 10 feet in front of Willis. So the one next to you is going to take an opportunity attack. That's a 6 to hit.
Nope.
So you manage to get away scot-free as it goes and kind of grips for you with its hands forward in the archetypical zombie position.
What about the one grappling Goldie?
It's not going to take opportunity attacks on you. It's too focused on its current target. And actually, I don't know if it could have. Oh no, I think you might have been spaced out enough.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, is that going to be your turn?
Yeah, I am going to put my shotgun away.
Okay, shotgun's holstered, strapped back over your back.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And then that's the end of my turn.
Emil, what are you doing?
All right. I'm going to pull my knife out. All right, no. I'm going to, as an action, apply adrenaline.
Okay, so you take your adrenaline needle out. Is this your last one?
I have 2 left.
Oh, right. You made them like a good
have
batch.
5.
Oh man.
Come give me a juicer.
So you take your needle out and you stick yourself with it.
And as
You're now in an adrenaline rush.
can I pull out my knife
Yes, you can as a free
as a
action.
bonus action?
That's a free action. Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull out my combat knife and I'm gonna get within 10 feet of Chauncey. Can I do that?
Let's see. He moved 30 feet back. So yeah, you could. You're still 10 feet behind Willis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you could get there within your movement, no problem. That's just 20 feet ahead of you.
Okay. Can I hand him? Can I hand him anything?
Yeah, you can't hand stuff
Right
as a
now?
free action.
As a free action? Okay. I'm gonna hand him an adrenaline.
All right, you hand him an adrenaline needle.
Can't you just do it? It's gonna take a whole action of mine.
It's a whole action. I already used my action to do it on me. I can't do it to you.
But it's,
I already.
yeah, 'cause it's a
It got
bonus
flung!
attack. I'll take it.
So he hands you this needle.
Wait. Oh yeah. I got room. We're good.
Okay.
All right, so you're adrenaline
Yeah, if you
rushing.
didn't have it in a room, then I would do it to you. But yeah, so now I'm within 5 feet of him, right?
Yeah.
But does that mean I'm also within 5 feet of the thing that's grappling him?
No, he's not
I was
grappled.
30 feet back.
That's 30 feet back.
Oh
Yeah.
no, okay, no. So yeah, so he got out of grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll say that.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. Next up is Katara. So she, at this point, she's gonna pull the pin on the flash grenade. and she's gonna chuck it forward, and she's going to place it right on the other side of Allie and the zombie, grappling her in such a way that it hits the zombie. Allie will also be vulnerable to it, and it's also going to hit we'll say another 2 zombies afterwards, in addition to that one. So first of all, I believe that does a d4 of flash damage, which is a 3. So okay, so there's a blinding flash of light and a burst of concussive sound as she throws this flash grenade up ahead. It lands in the grass. And I'm going to need to roll Constitution saving throws for 3 different zombies. So this is the one for the one grappling Allie. So that actually succeeds because the DC, I believe, is 12 plus mobility, so it's 13 they have to beat. So he's not stunned, but he does actually need to make a strength saving throw against, to see if he maintains the grapple, against 8. That succeeds too, so you're still grappled.
Wait, do I need to make one as well?
Yes, you make a Constitution saving throw. You also take 3 points of flash damage.
Okay.
And let's see. So the rest of these, here's the next guys. No, he fails. He's stunned. And he actually just fails as well, so he's stunned. So the other 2 afterwards are stunned. Well, actually,
Can
I just realized they're not stunned. Because the 2 afterwards, those were the ones that got damaged by the explosion. They're dead.
Wow.
So the flash
They're
grenade
hella
goes, and they just like, their heads just kind of like, you see start pussing out of their ears, you know, and they just collapse to the ground with just complete sensory overload.
Wow.
So that's 2 more down.
Can you give us a quick battlefield check on how many we have remaining?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, does he get a combat situational awareness?
Yeah, do I?
I don't know if this falls under the purview of situational awareness. They're not trying to hide. This is just a quick perception. Actually, I'll say, yeah, I'll let it happen. So that's a 10. It looks to be in the ballpark of like around 9 or 10 or so.
Okay, we're good. And 4 of them left, half dead, plus 1 grapple, and that's good. Okay.
All right, so
Yeah.
that is going to be the end of Katara's turn. Allie, you're up. Still grappled by a zombie.
6. Was that good enough to
Oh,
the
is that?
Constitution saving throw?
Oh, no, you failed actually, which means you are blinded, deafened, and stunned. So you actually don't get a turn.
Billy, we're coming to save you.
Yeah, that's what you hear.
What?
You've got the old tinnitus that Emil's familiar with. So yeah, you actually can't have a turn because you're stunned. So,
Okay.
but that's gonna last until your next turn. So, or at least until the end of Katara's next turn. So zombies are going to continue nomming. So the one that's on you is gonna attempt to continue biting you. That's an 8
It
to
wasn't
hit.
stunned?
No, he succeeds the one guy that succeeded his saving throw.
I know that is how to hit, by the way.
Okay, so you're still in your blindness. You're still what?
I hate to be this person, but he gets advantage
On Constitution saving throws?
on
No.
attack.
He gets advantage on attack.
Right, because she's
She's
stunned. Yeah,
She's
that's
stunned.
true. That's true.
So-
No. Yeah, so you and your blind berserker rage are still holding him at bay because you still have your feelings. Even though
She's
you
just swinging.
Yeah, even though you are stunned, you just, with little strength you can muster, is able to keep him at bay. But a couple of more are going to catch up, and I'll say, well, the next 2 after you died. So I'll just say Yeah, just another 2 get up to you. So 2 more are going to make attacks with advantage. So this guy, that's an 18 to hit.
Yes.
So that first guy hits,
Yes.
and the second guy, this is the second guy rolling with advantage, is another 18 to hit. So those both hit. You take... Where is it? Okay, so you take... That's 4 points of which is piercing, reduced by 2, so that's 2 points of damage from the first guy. And 2 points of damage from the second guy. So you take 4 damage in total as 2 more start gnawing down on you. And that's going to be the zombie's turn, and now you can see the horde is actually starting to close in quite a bit, although some of them are still a couple hundred feet out. But this next batch has kind of closed in. So that's going to be in the end of their turn. Top of the round, Willis.
Not 20.
Is gonna... Yeah, he's gonna take another shot at one of the zombies that's surrounding his partner, but not grappling her. That's a 12. It still hits, but it's not a nat 20.
No.
He
Not as cool.
does his usual 2 shots. That is... 7 points of damage. And so yeah, he actually takes those 2 shots, and they just splash out in blood across that guy, and he falls to the ground as well. He's also dead. And that is going to be all he could do on his turn. Chauncey, you're up.
So wait, which one just got killed? Just one of the ones closing in?
Yeah, one of the ones that was around Allie.
Okay. Gonna
Now there's
go
only
ahead
2
and
around her.
Pull out my AR.
All
That's my
right.
free action.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pick the closest one to her that I can shoot at.
All right. Are you gonna go for the one grappling her, or the one that's kind of
Ooh.
adjacent to that?
Adjacent.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're gonna break free and you're gonna kill that thing on your own.
Nobody's gonna miss their shot. Just shoot Allie in the head and it'll all be over.
All right.
I continue to solid.
Roll an attack.
Yep. Here it comes.
How many shots you taking?
2 always.
All right.
Full fire rate.
18. That hits. So you fire 2 shots. You see that guy splatter out as well. He falls to the ground dead.
Oh, obviously he was dead. He was real dead.
Yeah.
Damn it! These damage. I should have killed the one. I thought he was unscathed.
Yeah, this is the group that
got
bombed. Yeah, you get they're the ones coming up
Shit,
now.
That was a waste. Damn it! All right, yeah. All right, 2 bullets less. And I'm going to tactically move like around the group, like going out and around, trying to stay at least 35 feet away from them at all times.
Away from like the horde?
Yeah, just pop,
Okay.
and just keep moving as I go.
Okay, so you're kind of strafing around. All right.
Yeah, flanking
Is that
them.
gonna be your turn?
Yes.
Emil, you're up.
How far is the closest zombie to me?
The closest zombie would be the one grappling Allie, which is...
I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, you're gonna run forward for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna run forward and stab it.
Let me think. You were next to Chauncey just a moment ago, right?
I was next to Chauncey.
Okay, yeah, so it'll take your full movement, but yeah, you could get to him. So yeah, go ahead and roll a melee attack.
Run up and...
All right. Coming at him with the combat knife?
Oh, yeah. That is
hits.
21.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. That is 8 points of piercing.
All right, so you, let's see, this was the one that was grappling her or not?
Yes.
Oh,
The one that was grappling her.
right. I forgot about that.
trying
You
to
didn't, yeah, you didn't necessarily need to roll damage. I just realized if you're going for that guy, you come at him and you come at him with your stab, just, and he just collapses off. Yeah, just rip him off, just, and you cut across easily enough, and he is dead.
I have no movement left.
All right, yeah, you do have no movement left. Took all
Is there
of it to
anyone
get there.
around me?
Not immediately within your reach.
Okay,
Right, you're still adrenaline rushed, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So next up is Katara. She's gonna kind of motion over to Willis. It's like, all right, we should probably be rejoining them. And she's gonna move ahead actually a good bit. Yeah. So she is not going to be able to get close enough to do anything to the ones in the back lines, but she's just going to move closer just so she could kind of be more in the fight. Next up is, with the end of her turn, Allie is no longer stunned. So Allie, you regain your sight and you're like fighting off the zombie, but he's not there anymore.
Because Emil's now standing there.
Yeah.
That's true. There are places
Hi.
me.
Can I make a perception check to see how many are left?
Yeah, sure. I'll allow you to make a perception check.
Which is crap.
Yeah.
Crap. It's not good.
Nope.
Nope.
There are a handful of zombies.
Less than before.
Yeah, you see that it's significantly less than before, but it's like you start counting on your hand and you just come up with the number handful.
It's still really bright. Like her eyes are still adjusting and focusing.
All right. What is the closest one to me?
The closest one to you would probably be about, because the two that had gone up to you got killed, so yeah, the closest one would probably be about another 20 feet out.
So she's going to throw her knife the one that's about 20 feet out.
All right, go ahead and roll for attack. So it's the exact same roll as your if you're doing melee. So you throw your knife, you flip it, you grab it by the blade end, and chuck it in his direction, and just goes like, and lands somewhere in the grass. You can't quite tell where that went, but it's out there somewhere.
Oh, the hell, Goldie, that was my knife!
The gun and starts.
Not throw that gun.
Oh my god! And this will be 3 shots again as well.
Okay, at the same target, I'm assuming.
Yes, at the same.
Right.
It's the same one. 21. There we go.
All right, that hits. So you fire a quick burst. You expend your 3 shots, and the bullets collide across his chest, and that one reels back as well and falls to the ground dead.
Okay. All right. Yep, that's it.
All right.
I can move, right?
Yeah, you have movement if you want to take it.
Okay. She's gonna move 20 feet up, so right where that zombie was before.
Okay, yeah. And you are now quite close to some other zombies that are up there as well. So,
What, does Allie look damaged at all? Does she look like she's fine?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
How does she look?
Pretty okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Just thank you, remember. So, is that going to be?
She's taking a lot of hits, but they're all ones.
Is that going to be your turn?
All
Yes.
right. That's it.
All
That's
right.
all.
So next up, the more zombies are going to converge, and at this point, they're all kind of converging at the front runner that's closest to them. So I would say a few more can, yeah, using their full dashes, a few more can get to her, but not take attacks. So you're currently surrounded by about 3 of them, but only one of them is going to take an attack on you. That's a 20 to hit. I assume that hits.
Yes, that definitely hits.
You take, so that's 2 points of piercing damage reduced to 1. And so you take 1 point of damage.
Does she not take necrotic?
You don't know.
She does not take necrotic.
So,
obviously.
and you are grappled by that guy, and that's going to be their turn. So,
All right, I've got this herb spray here for nothing then. No.
top of the round.
I still need it. I'm just running around.
I know you ran away from me. I was gonna.
Top of the round. Willis is going to continue with his M9, take 2 shots against the one of the ones that closed in around Allie, but not the one grappling her, as per usual. That does hit, and he deals. Oof, 9 points of piercing damage. Just goes
Solid hit.
Just double taps against the one back there. And that is going to be the end of his turn. So next up, you got Chauncey.
Now, when I juice, do I get to still attack?
No, it takes an action.
Not this. Okay, it takes an action, but it won't give me my bonus attack then.
Well, yeah, because your attack.
Even if it
did, because technically you can only take 2 attacks if you take the attack action on your turn. So it would be consume your entire action.
I'm gonna attack my leg with
attack myself with this here needle.
I'm told. Let me do a perception check.
Technically, perception checks are actions in combat, but I'm allowing, since you're just getting a general gauge of numbers left, I'm allowing them to be free actions for the purpose of this encounter. But keep that in mind for future reference.
Okay.
So that's 15. Yeah, so you get a pretty good sense about your surroundings at this point, and you can know that there are precisely 7 left.
Okay. Now I'm gonna stab myself in the leg with the needle and juice it up.
All right, you stab yourself in the leg, and the familiar feeling overtakes you. You're back in adrenaline rush.
And I'm going to, like I said, continue my wrap around, staying at least 35 feet away from all targets.
Okay, so are you kind of going around the outside, like the right hand side?
I was waving to the left, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to picture this. So I'm strafing to the left.
Okay, so you're going around the left hand side.
So,
I see. Yeah. So so you're closer to the Fitzgerald Center on the northern side of the campus. So is that gonna be your turn?
Yes.
All right. So next up, Emil.
So now I'm surrounded.
Where were you last? Were you by?
I was right next to Allie.
Yes. Now there are about 3 zombies around you.
I'm gonna pick one of them and start swinging.
Okay. Are you gonna go for the one that's grappling her, or?
Is she grappled again?
Yeah.
All right, I'm hit that one.
Go ahead and roll for attack.
That's a 19.
That hits. Roll for damage.
All right.
Actually, no, don't roll for damage, because it doesn't matter. You freaking cut this guy down too, right off of Allie.
And I'm gonna hit another one that's within range of me. Anything within range from that?
Yeah. There are 2 more that are like surrounding her as well. All right, so go ahead.
Do any one of them look as weak as that guy, or are those guys all done?
These guys, these are fresh batch. You just killed the last one that got blown up. So, but one of them looks to have taken some shots from Officer Willis.
I'll hit that guy.
All right.
That's a 7. Ooh, I think that hits.
That just hits, yeah. These guys have such low AC. You have to crit fail. That means to not hit them.
That's 7 damage.
7.
Slashing.
All right. So, yeah, you cut across this one as well with your backswing, using the adrenaline rush to get in your extra attack. Yeah, basically. He looks very hurt.
Sweet. I'm just going to stare at him intently, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Katara. So, seeing the situation, she's...
More grenades.
Sorry, Malachi, but I'm going to have her move forward a little bit closer, and she's going to get within range to use about 15 feet away from you guys, I believe she could get to on this turn. She's going to use one more fluid to use a flame spray against the one you just attacked.
It's okay. We're gonna restock.
Oh, yeah. Well, as soon as you guys get in that university.
Not today.
Yeah, I know it's been taking a little while, but
It's like 20 zombies, man.
yeah, 20 zombies. So that definitely hits as she pulls out the flame canister and lights them up. She deals. Oh yeah, no, he's she sprays forward and he just disappears into a cloud of flame. You can see the little tendrils of fire licking around his side, and then he collapses to the ground in a heap of smoke. He is burnt. So that's going to be the end of her turn. Next up, Allie.
So how many zombies are there around me now?
Two of them just died, so there's just one around you now.
Awesome. She's gonna shoot that one.
All right. You will be at disadvantage if you're using the SMG, just because of the range. The close quarters range.
Dumb question. Can I with the butt of the gun?
Okay, yeah, you want to do a weapon of opportunity attack? Just hit him with the handle end of the SMG.
Yeah.
So, is it less than 5 feet between them?
Yeah, it's 5 feet away.
Oh, because her effective range is 5 to 30.
Yeah, so like that would be considered under her effective range, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just to say that, yeah, if they are 1 square away from you, you can't, you get disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Is this a mobility then?
No, it'd be melee attack, so strength proficiency.
Awesome. All right. I like it. Do I have? Ooh. Oh my. All right, cool. That then.
That just hits. So go ahead and roll your damage. That's going to be a D6 for that plus your strength modifier.
Okay. No proficiency?
Nope, not on damage.
So I'm
Just
just
hit
gonna
this
roll
thing.
6. I'm just gonna roll 6 and or a D6 and 6. 6 points of
Okay, after adding your strength.
bludgeoning damage.
All right, so you whack him and on the side of the head. He reels a bit. He looks pretty. You seem to have done some damage, but he doesn't look too battered. So is that going to be the end of your turn?
He's gonna back up.
All right. He's going to take an opportunity attack against you.
Fine.
That is an 8 to hit.
Yeah.
I take it that misses.
Good. That
Yeah.
doesn't hit.
All right. So you managed to get away scot-free. So where are you headed?
It's just back.
All right. Just
Back,
backwards with your full movement?
Yeah.
All right.
Aren't
So you.
you adrenaline rushing?
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, I
right.
am.
That's right.
What?
She won't berserker rush or whatever.
No,
All right,
I'm
soldiers, I don't know what you're doing.
up about 10, 15 feet
Okay.
at the zombie.
Okay. You're going to shoot him? If I heard correct?
And that will be 3 as well.
Okay. So yeah, you're
Yes.
shooting. So you back up and shoot at him.
All right, let's see here.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I can't hear you. So if you're talking, hold on.
Roll damage. Did you hear that one? Nope.
I think your headphones are still messed up.
So,
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, that hits. Can somebody type it? Yeehaw.
Yeah. I typed faster than my fingers thought I could type.
Eight. No, that's a combat knife. D4. D4s.
All right, so that's 8 points of piercing damage as she fires a burst at that zombie.
8 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, so the bullets impact against his chest, and he reels a bit. He looks quite hurt, but still standing. I take it that ends her turn, because I don't think there's much left you could do except for use the rest of your movement.
No, that's it. That's her turn.
Cool.
I take it that's the end of her turn. I don't know.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll attacks. So, the zombie that she was just shooting at is going to close the distance between her because she only moved 15 feet away, and it's going to take an attack against her. I don't take it that hits. I'm pretty sure her AC is at least 10. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to miss her, but it is now within range of her. The other two are going to... okay, there it is. Her AC is 11.
All right.
So, let me see. Are there any more? I'll say the others are actually starting to walk in your direction because there's actually a bit of a gap between the large groups. The ones that were hundreds of feet back, I would say they're still on their way, taking dash actions every turn. Yeah, slowly moving forward. So that's gonna be the zombie turn. Next up, Willis is going to take a shot at that guy since he's not grappling her. So he's actually, hold on. Okay, so he's gonna take his gun and is just like, all right, here we go. He's gonna fire one shot with it in the direction of that zombie because that's all he has left in the chamber. So that hits, and he deals 2 points of damage as the shot impacts against him and doesn't seem to do much effect, but he is still quite weakened. That is going to end his turn. Next up is Chauncey.
How many hundreds of feet are these things away?
There were some that were, I'll say, I'm not sure how many rounds it's been. I haven't been keeping track of it, but I would say the rest of the batch is about 100 to 150 feet away. There's this one that's currently engaging Allie.
I think it's been 5 rounds.
Has it been 5 rounds? So we'll guesstimate 5 rounds. That would be 5 times 30 is 150. Yeah. So yeah, so they're about saying I think I said they were 300 feet away at the start. So yeah, they're about 150 feet away from you guys.
Oh, see, I thought they were dashing.
They are dashing.
They are.
They move 30 feet on a dash.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
they
slow.
move 15. That's right. I remember now. Okay. I'm going to move closer to them 30 feet.
Okay.
And with my adrenaline rush, I'm going to turn, shoot the zombie that's close to the group with 2 shots. And let me get it to fire out. Things in the way. Okay, so... wow.
That hits. Roll for damage. Those 2 shots with the AR-15?
Yep. 2 shots with the AR-15.
Actually, I don't know if you do, because what's your mobility modifier?
My mobility modifier is now +3.
Yeah, so you fire 2 shots. You see a splatter of gore rip out across the other side of him, and he goes down.
Damn it! I want these unscathed ones. All right, then I'm gonna point to one that's unscathed.
Yeah, so the next one downrange, 120 feet away from you, since you just moved up, looks to be relatively unscathed. He's still decaying and zombie-like and whatnot, but
Wait, I mean, like,
yeah.
damaged by us.
Yeah.
2
Same
shots.
2
by the way.
shots?
Yeah.
All right, that hits. Roll the damage.
Now we need 2d8 plus 3. And that is piercing, 7 piercing.
All right, so you fire those 2 shots down range, 120 feet. That's within that weapon's effective range?
Yeah, 120 feet?
Yeah, he's 120 feet away.
No.
Oh, so you had to roll that with disadvantage. So roll one more time.
Reroll? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you hit as long as you don't nat 1. So
Yeah. Let me get this back up here. I thought they were 100 to 150 feet away. Let me reroll that.
because they were 150 feet away. You just moved up 30 feet. So yeah, you're still good. Just barely makes it. But
In the leg.
yeah, you just managed to get him at 100 range of 120 feet. You aim down your sights and just. So.
Well, at least my maximum range is 1,000.
Yeah. So is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. Next up is going to be Emil. Still adrenaline rushing.
So there's no one. There's nobody now near me within like 100 feet.
No, yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, because the last one just went down. That was next to Allie.
All right, so I still have my knife out. Can I? And it's an action to draw, to put that away and draw my gun.
Yes, I do believe it would be. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you could drop the knife like where you stand if you want, and then draw your weapon. But to put it back on your person, it would require an action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah. I'll drop the knife, draw the dragon up as a free action, and then reload it.
Okay. So you bring the mag out and put a fresh one in.
Yep.
With new cartridges in place. So is that going to be your turn then?
That is my turn.
All right. If you don't take damage in this next round, you are actually going to lose your adrenaline rush.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
I'm not damaging or doing damage. Well, I mean, I'm gonna lose it anyway, so I can't get there in time.
That's true.
I can't like actually run out there fast enough.
It's okay. You're sniping
have any
again.
more bullets?
No, I had to reload,
Oh.
which is why. So I had to reload as an action. Allie, punch me!
All right.
Okay,
So that's your
don't
turn.
touch me.
Can you punch yourself?
No, it doesn't work that way.
I mean, that might be able to work.
Oh, you slap yourself.
I would be pretty.
Getting all
I'd be
jumped
super
up.
adrenaline. Yeah, just like. No,
All right,
but
is that your turn?
yeah, that's okay.
All right. So Katara is gonna move up a bit, but it's a little futile. She's just gonna hold for flame spray just in case, but she's gonna move her full movement upwards, so she's 120 feet away from them as well. And just kind of hold the line there. Top of the round. Actually, no, before that, there's Allie. I forgot, and the zombie. So,
I'm back.
all right, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Allie, what are you doing?
I can hear you much clearer. Okay.
Awesome.
So, so what's around her? I missed the whole last 5 minutes.
So, the zombie nearby to you is dead. Got shot from the side by Chauncey. So the next batch of zombies are about 120 feet away from you. And closing in.
4 of them.
All right. She's gonna take 1 attack to
To
and
what?
1 attack to another.
Okay. Is that within
to one of the zombies?
Okay, is that within your range? Your weapons
Within
range?
the maximum range, yeah. It's
Okay, so you're gonna
150
be
for the maximum.
okay, yeah. So that's gonna be at disadvantage for both attacks.
You really like to kill me, don't you? Yeah.
Missing won't kill you.
It's gonna take him like 5 turns to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Starting strong.
Oh.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage as you fire downrange with your
3 shots. as
SMG,
well.
3 shots. So that seems to be 3-round burst is your default.
That's a pretty tight group.
Yeah.
Whoops. Well, that works somewhat, but
Roll the rest of your
so-
damage.
yeah, I accidentally just go this way.
All right,
another
roll
one.
one more.
4. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 4, 5,
7.
6, 7,
Plus your mobility modifier.
8.
All right, so that's 8 points of damage to the next one down range, piercing. Yep. So, and then you're gonna do another attack towards the one next to it. You said.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll another attack with disadvantage. All right.
Yeah.
All right, still hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that one as well.
Okay, I'm gonna do this the proper way this time. Crazily.
All right, that's 7 points
That does
of
everything.
piercing damage. Yeah.
The right way was less.
So you fire another burst, hitting the zombie off in the distance. It's hard to gauge at this range what kind of damage you're doing, but just because they're so far off. But anyway, so is that gonna be the end of Allie's turn?
No, she's gonna move up.
Okay, you're moving up. Take it you're moving up your full movement.
Yep.
All right. So you're now 30 feet closer. I also realized that you were actually 150 feet away because only Chauncey was the one who moved up. So yeah, you're now 120 feet away as well. But so that was just within your
Just on the
weapons
edge.
range. Yeah, you're just barely made it. All right, so next up, the zombies are going to move up 30 feet. So they're now 90 feet away from Chauncey and Allie. So that's all they can do. Next, top of the round is Willis. He's going to start moving up as well. He's holstering his M9. And he's just going to move up as far as he can. Actually, dash action to catch up with the rest of the group. So next up after the top of the round is Chauncey.
Okay.
What are you doing? You're now 90 feet away from the horde.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 more feet closer,
Okay, so you're 60 feet now.
and I'm gonna go ahead and start ringing out some shots here.
All right. Is that
closest-
outside your effective range?
No, it's 100's my max for that range.
Okay, so you're good now. Yeah. So go ahead and take a shot at the. You said the closest one.
Yeah, the closest one to me.
All right.
Well, how far is the furthest one?
The furthest one. He's probably a similar range. I would say this group's pretty tight. You know, a matter of like they're all within. I would say like a 30-foot radius of one another.
I'm gonna just start dealing damage. So just pick one for me to shoot at. And I'll shoot at that one.
Which one?
Twice.
Furthest or?
Yeah, the one that doesn't look very hurt.
Yeah, the furthest one away from you doesn't look hurt at all. So,
Okay.
besides being zombie.
Yeah.
Besides being already dead.
So 2 shots.
Dropped a dice somewhere around here. All right, that hits. So it's 2 shots. Roll your damage.
The damage. And that is 13.
All
Piercing.
right. So you fire those 2 shots off into the distance, going way down range. They look to impact their target. Again, it's hard to gauge the damage you're doing at this distance, but it's a fair bit.
All right, I'm gonna pick another one that doesn't look very hurt, and I'll shoot
all
it
of them
they
seem to
all
have
look hurt
sustained
now?
damage by this point. Yeah.
Yeah, same one then. Same one that I just shot at.
All
but
right.
this time I'll shoot 2.
That hits.
I can't stray.
Damage once again.
And 12.
All right, so
piercing.
this time you fire another 2 shots down range, and off in the distance you just see as this stick figure in the distance just falls over.
Fantastic.
But he's only 60 feet away from me.
Oh yeah, I forgot you moved way up. Yeah, because you're
Yeah,
now.
I'm way up there now.
But yeah, he's still pretty far away, so he's not exactly a stick figure, but you just see
But
him.
I'm seeing the blood like splatter from him
Yeah.
and him like crumple over.
That's true.
Got me.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Emil, you're up.
All right, I'm going to. My adrenaline rush has ended.
Yep. So you only have one
I'm going
attack
to-
now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take my last 2 shots with my dragon of.
Your last 2
At-
shots.
Yeah,
Snap, son.
at one of them who doesn't look very injured. They all look injured.
They all look injured. Yeah.
There's like 4 of them.
You want to go for the one that looks least injured?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I would say through your scope you could gauge pretty well which one that is. And he's about in the middle of the group, and you take your shots at him.
Boom. Okay.
So you said these were 2 shots?
This is 2 shots.
All right. Your last shots.
The
Nat
last
20.
2. That's how you empty a mag. All right, so that's gonna be 46.
Yeah. No, doubled after that as well because of the crit.
86. Because right, I did 2.
Let's just see how much damage you do. You're definitely gonna kill him, but let's see how much damage it does.
All right,
Let's see how badly you kill him.
8d6 right there. That's 30 damage.
So you fire the first shot. You see it impact into his chest. You kind of adjust your aim for the second one and just, and it goes. Zoom. You see it take his head off in the distance through your scope. The critical headshot. That guy goes down.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna put that back on. just like I imagine, like I was like kneeling for that shot too.
Yeah, you're just full sniper mode.
Yeah. Reholster it and start running.
All right, you leaving the
Actually,
knife behind?
I'm not gonna make it there. So
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, I had to drop the knife, so I can't pick that back up.
You can on your next turn.
It's still there. I'll pick it up. I'll just wait here. I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
Yeah. So,
I sit down.
you just sit cross-legged. Next up, Katara is. So at this point, I think she's about 90 feet out. She can't really do much of anything either. So seeing this battle kind of winding to a close, she's just gonna sit back as well and conserve her supplies. Next up is Allie.
Yeah, how about that?
There's only
He's
you
gonna-
only see 2 zombies left.
And they're about 90 feet out, you said?
Yeah, I believe 90 feet out from you.
Oh, here's something a little different. She's going to start looking around for her knife.
All right, make a perception check, and we'll call that your action since this is a little bit
That's
more
good,
detailed of a
that's good.
search.
Yeah, this fight it's over. We're just looking for our knives now.
Yeah. There you go.
Dang, that's loud. The crit shotgun.
Oh wow, I did more with the crit on the Dragon Oath.
Did
Well,
1, and you had no modifiers. I had modifiers.
And you had bigger dice too.
Yeah.
Those D8s versus D6s. So that's a 13 to search for your knife. You look around, you don't seem to notice it anywhere, but this is a huge area. But yeah, you don't seem to notice. Oh, hey, we just got ourselves a follow. Thank you very much. I didn't quite catch who that was, but let me check back in the chat.
It said it was support for support.
Support for support. That's what I thought. I saw the
Yeah.
support part, and I was like, I couldn't see what all of it said. But yeah, support for support. Thank you very much for the follow. That's very much appreciated. Also see a tactical mushy in there. It's a particular name. All right, so is that going to be Allie's turn?
Yeah.
All right. So
Just running around the grass now.
next up, zombies. The 2 remaining zombies shambling, dashing ahead for their targets. They make it another 30 feet. So at this point, actually, no, yeah, they're not within range of anybody. So that's going to be their turn. Willis is up next. He draws the shotgun out from over his back, but I don't think he could get within range of any of them. So he's just going to stay at the ready, holding his action in case any do happen to get close, which won't likely happen. Chauncey, what are you doing?
Same as I always do.
All right.
Popping shot.
Popping shots. The
Popping
2 that are
shots.
remaining look very, very weakened.
Okay, I'm gonna take one set of very, very weakened.
Yeah,
Two
it
bullets.
looks last legs.
2 bullets at 1.
All right, so that hits. So you're saying this is 2 shots, or?
Yeah, 2 bullets at this target.
All right.
And then I'm going to take 2 bullets at the other target.
All right.
And there's damage. 13. Piercing.
So the first guy goes down immediately. You see the blood splatter out in a mist behind him, and the wind catches it and wisps it away. But he falls to his knees and then crumbles to the ground.
And I'm going to go ahead and just waste the last 2 shots of the gun.
We just got another follow. Holy smokes.
Why?
Thuron guy, I believe that says. It's hard to catch from that particular preview, but yeah, thank you very much, dude.
Thank you.
There we go. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits the second guy as well.
And there's my damage.
I don't even think you need to roll damage because this finishes him off. So you fire your 2 other shots and just same result. Another splatter, another zombie hits the ground. And there do not seem to be any zombies remaining.
Can I look around?
Yeah, you can look around. I would say you guys could free roam at this point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look around to see.
Reloaded my guns.
Can I see into like the windows from like where I'm at to see if I see any movement in the windows?
Which
Just
side
like
of
a
the
quick scan.
Yeah, which side of the courtyard are you on?
So I
believe
if
you're on the
remember
right hand
correctly-
side. That's another follow. Holy smokes! Getting lots of Wilhelm screams on this one.
I know.
That's that tactical mushy.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you very much.
So I'm still on because we came in from the west, and I had to like
You guys came
fallen
in-
back quite a bit.
Well, technically, the orientation of
east,
this is weird. You came in from the
Yeah.
south, technically.
the south?
Because you went around the right-hand side of the administration building, which is the west side of the
okay,
campus.
so
Yeah, the orientation's a little weird, but let's just say, facing the theater, you guys came in on the right-hand side of this courtyard. Are you still, so you're still along the right-hand side, correct? But you moved
I'm like
upwards?
30 feet in, so I'm pretty much
Yeah.
in the bottom right corner. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
all
I'm
right.
still in the bottom right corner. I just want to like do a quick scan around, see if I see any movement or like if I see survivors going like, "Hey!"
Perception check.
That's
No,
there's
no.
a knife.
Did you find the knife that was thrown?
I didn't find her knife. I found my knife that I was sitting on.
Just pull it right out from under your butt. Just,
Yeah, let's put that away.
All right. Anybody else do anything in this immediate moment?
Still looking for the knife.
All right, make a perception check.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
You keep looking. You keep looking. You're looking
I
as hard as you can,
so-
but it's like finding a needle in a haystack trying to find a knife in this big a courtyard.
Can I help her find that knife?
Yeah, she's like almost 100 feet away from you, so you can start making your way over there.
Oh no! See, that's your problem. You threw your knife all the way back over here. The knife's not over there. I'm gonna look for her knife because she threw it.
That's
back,
true.
Like back where I was at.
All right, make a perception.
I didn't find shit.
Wow, freaking Chauncey this session with 2 consecutive nat 20s, Emil with 2 consecutive nat 1s.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This session, I think I had. Oh yeah, 2 in a straight row.
Yeah, two in a row you got earlier.
3.
And at this
Looking back
point,
towards the people, towards the group.
It's supposed to be somewhere around here. Nah, whatever.
I don't know exactly what the layout is right this second.
you guys are pretty spread out across this courtyard area.
I'll start walking back towards Emil then.
All right, so you start heading back towards the meal. At this point,
Katara's back where
Officer
I'm at as well.
Katara was kind of in the middle area, kind of in the middle of everybody, but yeah, she's gonna start moving back towards you, kind of trying to reconvene and get the bearings.
All right, so actually, I'm just gonna wait till everybody gets to the same spot so we can start planning.
All right, so I'll say over the course of the upcoming period, you guys start gathering yourselves and
Actually,
reconvening.
Can I yell out to them while they're down there in the field and just start yelling at them to start accumulating bodies?
Okay. Does Emil yell that out?
Yeah, just like while they're all the way down there, so it's like, start bringing some bodies over here.
Yeah.
But yelling it.
Yeah, and of course you guys would know, I guess, to gather the non-headshotted, non-burnt ones. So, yeah, so over the course of the next stretch of time, you guys are going to start reconvening, and if you so choose, start gathering bodies. But right there, we're going to take a quick break. I know it's a little late, but I think we could still squeeze in another half hour after this. So we're just going to take a quick break. I'm not even going to go to the pre-stream because the break is going to be relatively quickened. But I'm going to go ahead and just put up a BRB sign if I can. Welcome. If you guys are ready, we could continue to wrap up what's left of the session.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are currently still in the massive courtyard area in the center of the Raccoon University campus.
Bodies.
You guys have kind of been running around accumulating the various bodies that you have put down from their zombie-like state. Hold on, let me bring up the numbers real quick. So you're gathering, that'll come out to the ones that have not...
Giant pile right in the middle.
Yeah, the ones that have not been burned or critically hit with a headshot. That would be... $15 in total.
That's not bad. We shot a bunch of people in the head.
Yeah. And plus Katara burnt one of them to finish them off.
Man, I made a run and go at the beginning.
Yeah, you did.
I wanted to keep count. I lost count when I got grappled. I thought it was all downhill from there, but I could use some healage.
Actually, I don't think she has any more. Does she have any more chemical fluids or chemical
Are you
materials
asking
left?
Katara?
Yeah, Katara.
Yes.
Do you have any more chemicals we can use to patch up Chauncey?
Unfortunately, I'm down to my last chem fluid. If you want to burn these bodies, I might want to save it for that.
That's what I was thinking. That's too bad. Can I make a
Give me a quick check to see. I'll be right back, guys.
Got you. Can I make a quick check around to see if I see any green herbs in this here place?
All right, perception check with advantage because of your feature, scavenger.
That's not good. That's a 15.
15. Taking a look around, you see there is quite a bit of like kind of decorative foliage in this courtyard area.
Yeah.
You know, again, it's mostly flat grass. And so it's very kind of deliberately planted. You don't seem to notice any in your general vicinity.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, Chauncey. When you get back, I'll tell you that we don't have anything.
So I'll say eventually, given time, I would say probably the next half hour or so, roughly, you guys managed to get those 15 bodies to the center of the courtyard.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
So, real quick, can we put my character like on a rest?
Yeah.
I think we're about to rest. Yeah.
I think you guys are about to rest.
And then I will follow everyone around if there's another encounter, which I doubt we're gonna run into.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
If you don't mind, would you be able to keep your self in Roll20? That way we could keep the cams aligned.
Yeah. I'll stay.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So yeah, we'll see you later, Doc. Have a good one.
See you.
Night. All right.
In the meantime.
So is there any way to burn these bodies without using that last fluid, like just dripping it and then lighting them?
I mean that would be the same sort of thing.
No, that's what I mean. Without using that fluid, I'm asking the DM here.
No, okay.
Without using that fluid, is there a way we can burn them? Is there any? Do we see anything that we like? Any piles of wood?
No, you don't see any piles of wood in the middle of this college campus courtyard.
Okay. All right, let's burn them. All
right. Is that everyone?
I think so. Take a quick look around. Yes.
Yeah. That looks to be all of them. All right, very well then. And then, Allie, you see this lady in the lab coat pull out from her chemical set a canister of some sort and a lighter. And with it, she just sprays a line of fire over this heap of bodies that they've created in the middle of the courtyard. They start to catch, and eventually the entire stack is just... As she goes forward, lights them aflame, the entire stack just goes up in smokes. And they eventually begin to burn in crisps, and you can see their skin kind of darken. And yeah, it's not exactly a familiar procedure to you, but this is what you see.
No, not at all.
It's funny. Her old character was like, burn everything. Her new character is like, what?
No, what's going on? PTSD flashbacks.
Well, that's Lisa.
She goes in. Yeah, don't do that. She go. Is there anywhere to like sit?
There are a couple of benches. Yeah, I didn't mention there were a couple of benches kind of strewn about throughout the courtyard.
She finds one and she sits.
Okay. Allie's having a sit.
That's a good idea.
So you guys weren't actually able to get to the very center of the courtyard because if you recall, there is a big fountain structure right there in the center.
We're near that though.
Yeah, but very near to that. You kind of set this bonfire of bodies.
Anyway.
Yeah. And there are a couple of benches definitely nearby to that. So you just sit by as the bodies burn, creating a kind of cinder firelight next to your face, which would be rather cinematic if it weren't in the middle of the day with the noon sun beating down on you.
I'm gonna take a seat. That's what I'll just find a seat, sit my butt down. I want to take me a short rest.
Okay, so is everybody taking a short rest at this point? So you could all spend any available hit dice that you have to be able to recover hit points.
We'll have to let Chauncey know.
Yeah, we'll let Doc know, and he'll get back to us after the game at some point in order to catch up
I'm
with.
I'm gonna use one.
What he's gonna do? So you're gonna use a hit dice. Remember, that's adding your con. Yeah, because you guys did take a long rest, and I don't think you've spent hit dice since then, so you regain half of your hit dice pool. That's adding your constitution as well to each roll, Lisa. So that's...
I'm already way too high already.
I'm gonna do another one.
All right. And you do have to, right? Yeah, that's right, because you're level 4.
Yeah, I have...
on that, but...
Yeah, I have 3.
You have constitution as well, I think. For Emil.
5. Yeah, no, I'm just pressing the thing.
Okay.
Doing the quick rolls. So that's 13. That's actually not bad. Oh, because that wasn't too low.
What is with Emil and rolling ones?
I don't know. It's a curse. I'm gonna go to full because I can. Yeah, that puts me at full.
All right. So you manage to rest, and over the next half hour, as you watch the body smolder, you
massaging this hole that's probably still in my chest.
Yeah, massaging.
I've got this huge bandage like wrapped over it, and it's like bleeding through.
Yeah, you kind of took some of the supplies from your med kit, like your tourniquet and whatnot, and gave it a basic dressing. But yeah, it's still rather makeshift. But you look like a freaking grizzled survivor right now.
I'm glad it didn't hit any vital organs or bones or anything. Got really lucky. Could have lost an arm. I say to myself.
How far are they apart, right? Like any of them apart right now?
I mean, right now you guys are all in pretty close proximity watching the bonfire around the fountain. So like I said, there's some benches just kind of around it just because it's kind of a central location. So you guys are all kind of surrounding the same locale.
At this point, people would notice Allie's kind of like lost in her own little world.
Like distracted or like, ooh.
Or like 1,000 yards there.
This.
Okay. Well, I'm too busy doing my own 1,000 yards there to recognize.
So you guys are all just sitting here in the middle of the courtyard, 1,000 yards staring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Near the end of it, before we finish the rest, I want to do another quick look around to see if I see anything.
Looking for.
movement in the windows, survivor or
yeah.
otherwise.
All right,
Survivor
go ahead.
or
Perception
not
check.
survivor.
16.
Okay, that's a little better. You look around, you still don't notice anything of note, especially with the bright sun shining down and reflecting off of the windows. Trying to look indoors is a little bit of a challenge. You do kind of looking back over to the residence hall that you were up against earlier. You do kind of notice some movement in the windows. It's hard to tell if it's survivors
Residence
or
hall?
zombies. Yeah,
Oh, that's probably zombies.
yeah. But you do notice movement in the windows. Again, can't really discern much detail about it other than that. Some stuff are in there.
Yeah.
And that's
Movement
only...
in the residence halls.
And then the Fitzgerald
Right.
Center is on the opposite side of that. And you don't seem to notice much in the way of movement in the windows of that building.
Okay. So the only movement I saw was the residence hall.
Correct.
And nothing else. Okay. All right. Where do we begin? I don't know this place.
Don't either.
Katara, where
Yes.
do you suggest we begin?
Well, if we're looking for survivors... don't quite remember if they specified in their message where they said they would be. But,
Yeah.
the way I see it, Residence Hall is a safe bet for finding something. Fitzgerald Center is, well, that's where most of everything is at. That's where all the classes and lecture halls are. There's also some Umbrella laboratories in there. We would be able to restock on, you know, crafting ingredients and whatnot for our tools if we head in there. It's 3
Actually,
stories
I like-
high, as you can see, so there's a lot to that building.
I think. Well, I say we hit the supplies first. Then we can help out any survivors we find.
That's true. We might not be of much help if we don't have any materials to work with.
Also, I don't think there's going to be any survivors in the residence hall. As soon as this would have went down, everybody would have evacuated their rooms. Anything that's left in the residence hall is probably trapped there because they're zombies.
Yeah, that's quite possible. Alright, so...
I say we save that for last. They're good.
Good call.
If they're smart, which they're university students, I would hope they're smart. They find a nice big place where they can store their supplies and hold out. Maybe the theater.
It's possible. And looking over in the direction of the theater, you do also kind of see there's a similar looking poster banner on the wall outside of it, like the one you saw at the front of the administration building. That one night only public debate, Dr. Sean Lennox versus Dr. Elliot Walker. On the on this one has a little bit more detail on it. You can see in the big letters, even from the distance you are about halfway across the courtyard. You know, you can kind of see in big flashy letters, you know, on that the debate is on the ethics of bioengineering, September 24th in this building.
24th?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
When this all started. Yeah, so that was the same day that the university got shot up.
It was, yeah, as well.
The ethics of bioengineering. This idea was. All right, let's go.
All right, so you guys start heading in the direction of the Fitzgerald Center, I take it?
Well, we wanted to hit the supplies first.
Yeah, that's where they would be.
Oh, yeah, that.
That.
I don't remember which one's which. All these names are just like, I don't know anything about this university.
That's true. So
Point me in the direction of chemicals.
Yeah. So you start heading towards the big rectangular long building. It's about 3 stories high and stretching across the entire northern side of the campus. And again, if you're facing towards it right now, you'll see over on your far right hand side that over in the corner there's a skywalk that connects it to the Warren Theater. So
Hold on. What side of the? Okay, so if we're looking at this in terms of absolute, with like north, south, east, west.
yeah,
That building is where?
which one?
The one we're going towards.
That's to the north.
North.
The
and then
theater
it
is
has a
to the
skywalk.
east.
skywalk connecting that to the theater.
Yes, because it's very long.
Perfect.
And it goes over to if you want looking at this in absolute direction, it goes over to the northeast corner, and then in that corner they're connected by skywalk.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want. All right. So let's go to the Fitzgerald Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Fitzgerald Center it is. Let's move.
So you start moving across the courtyard.
As I take up the rear.
Yeah. And Officer Willis is like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go in. And he follows enthusiastically behind you.
I like this kid.
His shotgun in hand, now that his M9 is empty. And he follows kind of in the rear as well. So I take it Chauncey's taking point along with Katara, who knows the way.
I imagine.
And you guys start heading towards, you can see there's a couple of stairs at this entrance that kind of, just a short bunch of stairs that lead up to an entryway. You head towards that door, and Chauncey goes to try it. And at that point is probably where we're going to end this session.
Okay, I was going to say, if it explodes, I'm going to be so mad.
So we'll pick up next time as you guys head into the northernmost building, the Fitzgerald Center in the Raccoon University campus.
Let's stock up on freaking chemicals.
Oh, this is gonna be something.
We've hit so many armories, and I feel like all the labs have like so much left.
Yeah. So that being said, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all very much for coming out. Thank you to our new followers who seem to have apparated at the last minute. But yeah, hope you guys consider sticking around, and we will be back. Again, this is a bi-weekly show for those of you who are new. It's going to be every other Friday in the same time slot, starting around 7 p.m. Eastern time. So with that being said, we're going to be heading off. We'll be back for some streams next week. The Overwatch event is still going, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so
I don't know when it stops.
Also might be playing some more just Resident Evil games in general.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, we're going to be winding down for the night. Again, thank you all very much for hanging out. We'll see you guys later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Good night and sweet dreams, all of the good things.
And hopefully next time with a full party.